Hello? Testing? Testing, hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing? Testing?
Rockin' stove!
Testing?
Boy slim thick, skinny legend got me quaking.
What's down, every clown? It's me, Stoic. The guy on the internet that has a lore that is TBD but is very expansive and interesting. I assure you, in equal measures. Don't ask me why we're in a church or what seems to be an apparatus of the parish in Juneau. I don't know. I just woke up and I was here. Okay. All right, we're gonna play some Xenosaga, and then segue into everyone's favorite activity. And by everyone, I do mean everyone. Thief leveling. Everybody loves leveling Thief. That's why there's like 800,000 thieves anywhere looking for party at any one time. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I can't not wait to get Thief to 75 so I can just take it out of the garage or closet or, you know, one of those like places that you drive up to and you rent like a storage unit and take it out of the storage unit when I need it for treasure hunter specific purposes, and then never again. And then you just put it right back in there when it's done. Never planning on doing anything else with it except for TH purposes. The plan is to get the Nana's Charm, which is the neck piece that gives you Treasure Hunter +1, because as I'm sure all 8,000 people that are definitely watching right now are aware, it has the Treasure Hunter that was taken from Thieves' Knife. Thieves' Knife is now just a very good Thieves' Knife. Wow. Yeah, go figure. That attacks twice. It no longer has Treasure Hunter on it. I don't know if anyone actually gets to use Thieves' Knife that often unless they're doing things by themselves, because if they're not fighting things behind the moon gates, they're bird partying, right? So, and bird parties do be being in the 63 to 66 is around the time that you should consider, you know, evaluating your potential camp options, you know, when you're not obsessively, compulsively asking people if they have like a bard and a red mage, and otherwise don't waste your time. All right, gonna boot up Xenosaga. Let's do it. Music off. Enter game player on. Oh my god, we beat the boss that we were stuck on for like upwards of 45 minutes to an hour. That's so crazy, guys. We did this. You and I came together and we joined hands, and in a very Dragon Ball Z type way, we summoned the energy, the spirit energy between us. Look at all those levels up. That's what I'm talking about. And we made it work. We are the Gokus of the Xenosaga universe. Let's go. Are you fucking... Why did Momo stop short of 23, dude? That's crazy. We got some anti-beam armor. Hey, Caladrius, thank you for donating 2,000 to the Hot Tub Stream 2 Extra Stream Edition Challenge, where, I don't know exactly how I'm going to make it more extreme and cringe than I did the first one, but boy howdy, am I going to try. Don't you worry about that, none. This ship reminds me of Larius from Pokemon.
How's it look?
Isn't that a Pokemon? It's like the
entire radar system is down.
you know the one I'm talking about, right?
The emitter's completely
We're all on the same page.
The generator output keeps on dropping. I guess we ran the ship into the hyperspace column walls a few times too many. Thanks to
I mean, I would
idiot
keep
who flies like a maniac.
Cosmos's generator output maxed out. You know what I mean?
The navigator has to go. I'm getting carpal tunnel thanks to you.
You know what I mean, dude?
Rockin' stove!
Isn't it obvious? It's way cooler to navigate by hand.
Are you stupid or something?
Mind your own business.
Hey, you guys need to
When a certain out of control
work out your
Okay, now. So you think you're the
space.
man, huh?
You wanna go?
Oh,
What
oh
you
my
got?
god.
Bring it on. That's enough.
Oh my god.
Both of you morons, shut up! I'm sick of listening to your whining.
You
My
tell
head
him,
hurts
Dad.
enough just thinking about what these repairs are gonna cost.
last thing I need is to babysit the two of you.
Oh my god.
We're back.
Oh, if I had known I'd be doing this, I would have spent more time at the firing range.
Ocean. You're perfect just the way that you are. All you gotta do is get in your giant robot, and that solves problems.
She's Momo, and this is Ziggy. Looks like they're both with the Federation government.
And this guy is Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
You two were the ones in the ship out there?
Thank you very much for
The
rescuing
loathsome
us.
dung eater.
Thanks for your help.
They were being held by the UTIC organization, but they managed to escape.
The UTIC organization?
Captain.
Not everybody knows this, but UTIC actually stands for U-Tickle organization.
What is it? That you whatever.
Nothing you need to worry about. Well, stop wasting time and plot our course already.
You heard him. It's nothing a stupid navigator.
It's kind of
needs
like
to
a
worry about.
thing that only like a lore fiend like myself would know. So we're gonna play this for about half an hour and then we're gonna flag out. And the half an hour also includes the 8 minutes of whatever came out of my mouth once the stream actually started.
What? You're the one who left these here? Don't take it out on me.
Yeah, you tell him, Alan. I know I said this before, but you are definitely not the Jorah Mormont from Game of Thrones of the Xenosaga universe, man. You have real power and weight in this universe, a real epitome of social gravity whenever you walk into the room, man.
Thanks. Just set it down there.
I'm telling you, that was crazy.
It was a close one, wasn't it?
I gotta say, though, those were some...
Why is Cosmos the one that's serving? Huh?
Thank you very much.
Is it because she's a robot?
Whoa! Hold on a sec, that was you?
Well, yes. I handled the flight controls.
I don't find Momo that annoying.
Unbelievable.
Her voice
Show up
actor
like
changes
little
in Xenosaga
kids these
2
days.
and becomes
That's
prohibitively
pretty amazing,
annoying.
Even for a Realian. Hey, that insignia on your uniform.
But like, Momo has just like a baseline annoyingness that's inherent to being like
Yes, I'm a 100
a little girl,
observational
I
reality.
guess,
It's okay, you don't have to worry.
or a child for that matter. All children have like a baseline
Cosmos is one
amount
too.
of annoyance that they
You're a
exude
100
naturally.
observational Realian from the Mizrahi lab. A Hilbert-equipped model, right? Cosmos is equipped with it too, you know. The Hilbert effect. But of course, ours is a Vector original.
You're with Vector Industries?
That's so cool,
So is
dude.
Alan over there.
I love their mini consoles.
By the way, where are you headed? We might be able to get you there for a small fee if it's not too far out of the way.
It's a little place called Nunyo.
Yeah,
And
of
ends with
course.
business.
After all, we are in the transport business.
Oh man, isn't that right?
Then could you please take us to Second Milton? Could you please take us to the Second Milton star system?
Second Milship? You too?
What do you mean, you too?
Oh, it's just a strange coincidence, that's all. Cosmos' new deployment is on Second Milship also.
Hey, that's great. It'll cost less if you're all going the same way, Shion.
Well, I suppose that's true.
What is Chaos wearing? Is it literally like a
Yeah.
pajama
we gotta take care of
onesie
that first. Let's stop at a
underneath
nearby
the
dock.
vestments?
That all right with
It's
you?
like- Is what
Thank
he's
you for
wearing.
taking us.
Well,
I mean, I don't judge. I would probably wear the same thing. I do wear functional, like, pajama shirts
Unusually nice.
literally all the time. Whenever I have the opportunity to wear them,
I got a booger hanging out of my nose, or
What?
I
No,
do.
no,
I can't be the
nothing.
only one that does this. It's just like
All right,
normal
then. Shall we
t-shirts
go?
are
Momo? Ziggy?
just like, if they're not scratchy, like they're not naturally comfortable. Like I guess there's like a cooling effect or something with associated with some of them having like heavier material or whatnot, because they definitely wear normal clothes, right? But like I don't know, man. It's just it has to be like silky smooth in order for me to be able to tolerate it for like upwards of like 10 hours a day. Like I wear normal pants when I go outside during all the times that I go outside. But like I also have to have like functionally like pajama bottoms, not like the heavy ones, you know. It has to be made of the same material that the shirts are made out of. Just trust me on this. First, we got a combat weapon and a bunch of weird scientists, and now we have a cyborg and a Realian. Where are all these troublesome people flocking to me from? I can't believe this. I'm actually getting all riled up compared to a little munchkin like her. When am I gonna sit down? Xion is hungry too. That's Cosmos for you. Momo's amazing too. What a huge difference compared to our useless Tony here. Don't talk to him like that. Do you have any insight, Alan? Chief, goodness, you're safe. If something were to happen to you, yeah, I'd bet. Yo, can I have a Jaeger bomb? Can you give that to me? Top of the line bartending robot. I'll make any kind of drink you want. I already told you what I want, dude. Wait a minute. Oh no, that is just part of his shorts. I was gonna say, dude. They have foul mouths, but they aren't as bad as they look. Don't let them bother you. Duly noted, I will not. Alright, all we have to do is find the next requisite cutscene spot. Am I gonna have access to all the party members to be able to upgrade their business? I guess I could have checked before I walked into the cutscene. No, it's not a cutscene, it's just an in-between. I'm so used to it being like Final Fantasy 11 where like the whole game locks up for like 20 seconds if it's trying to prompt a cutscene, making you think that you're either getting black screened or something else deeper and more alarming is going on. I mean, black screens are pretty alarming, but at least you know what they are able to recognize. Oh, she has enough T points, lightning blast, so we'll upgrade this so that she can use the chain attack quicker. And then we'll set this here. Lightning blast and spell ray. I'm assuming they get more attacks like later on. I do wish that Momo had like a far attack so she could actually like sit in the back maybe and do stuff. And she really needs tech attack points. Do we have anything that gives us T points? S points? I mean, I guess. Skill points? But why would I need... But why would I need that? I guess for this express purpose. Prevents either attack down. I mean, that just seems like a good skill to have, right? I don't know why I only have access to Xion, Ziggy, and Momo. Whatever. Hey, Commander. You working hard or hardly working? 100 series Realian and a prototype at that. I never thought I'd meet one in a place like this. Look like I've got the devil's own luck. Oh, Commander. You stupid B word. So, if you're wondering, at all, I guess, the boss that we had fought for about 45 minutes collectively over a series of streams was using that party wipe move every time that little like combo bar reached a certain icon at the bottom right. And so basically it came down to luck. Is that there's a chance that the party's speed in relation to the boss would have been such that the boss would have never landed on a turn unless, like, where they could use the AoE wipe attack, unless you use some kind of speed increase item, which is what I was doing, in order to change what was the normal, like, normal turn rotation. So without realizing it, I was trying to buff Cosmos to move faster, right? So that she could get more turns, she could do more damage, without it occurring to me that I was killing myself basically because I was forcing the boss's turn to land on the specific turn type that it needed in order to use the party wipe attack. So there you go. The mystery has been solved. We're gonna save here. My instincts are telling me to start looking for a party now. If we do not get a party invite within the next 30 to 45 minutes, which, you know, is just standard fare, if not, you know, a little bit ambitious to expect Thief to get to get a party invite within 45 minutes, then we'll just make our own party. We'll be the change that we want to see in the world. All right, so I'm going to already pre-filled my search comment. We're just seeking party now, and then we just wait. We just wait, dude. So the game Xenosaga lets you grind out levels, right? Grind out skill points and such like that. I'm going to try to avoid grinding as much as humanly possible because I'm not a huge fan of the practice, which is ironic considering that Final Fantasy XI is like the definition of grind. Like, that's, if you want an item, you grind for it. If you want your level to be 75, you grind. Like, it's just what you do. So I already get my fill on grinding through Final Fantasy 11. Front most part is pilot console, and that's Tony's seat. Left front is navigator seat, that's where Hammer sits. Right front is engineer's control seat. The seat attached to the arm protruding from the left ear area is captain's seat, that's where Captain Matthew sits. I heard all the controls can be automated for return voyages. Routine voyages. Man, the pilot seat is so powerful. I guess the reason why we're running around the ship right now is to give Ziggy and Momo a tour. So you have to go to all the different areas, I'm presuming. That's fine. That's okay. I'm good for that. I'm great for that, actually. No, I don't need to show them the save area. That's fine. If you're wondering, there's no music. The game is just like this. I hope that you enjoy the fluorescent bulb atmosphere, the BGM, as it were. Because that's all you're getting. Okay? You're gonna take your crap sandwich, and you're gonna love it. This is Cabin 1. It's a room the people of the ship use. Alan Commander Cherenkov, stay here. It's a wonderful cabin. And this used to be a luxury space cruiser. That's interesting. That's why there's a high-class feel to everything in both its exterior and interior, even though it's a cargo passenger ship. Ooh la la. I wonder if she's going to explain where Xian's room is. Maybe it's the other passenger cabin. If this is supposed to be like a luxury liner, I guess that it makes sense, but there's only like bunk beds, right? I mean, maybe that doesn't really matter too much. It's cabin 2. They actually let me use this huge cabin by myself. You get to use it all by yourself, Xian. Yes, I think the captain was trying to be thoughtful because I'm a woman. This is early 2000s video gaming. The captain did that? Why? It's more fun to be with everyone. That's true. To be honest, I was kind of lonely, but starting today, you'll be with me, so it won't be lonesome anymore. I hope you will be good roommates, too. I'm tired. Maybe we should call it a day. Sure. That's fine. Xenosaga, Episode 1. Enjoy this 144p JPEG that I'm forcing to be 1440p. There we are. Take it from me, kids. Always make sure that you save. You save compulsively. Especially when you're working off of an emulator. Because you never know.
It was very dark, and the wind
Okay,
howled horribly around.
there's a little bit of flashing on the right side there because it's an FMV. Let me see if I can frick with that. Enter game player.
After the storm.
Game
No
video.
trace of anything. Over.
And then we'll just move this a smidge over to the right. Another smidge. Oh. What?
I wonder.
No.
Does that
Backdrop,
lake of
slide bars.
darkness
There
where
we
Lolo
go.
does his fishing looks
Okay.
something like
Oh,
this.
I already had a position to be hidden. I just didn't arrange
You're quite the poet today, little master.
the elements correctly. That should be
Where
good.
did you
Should be
come up
gone
with this
now.
Stuff, huh?
Read some books, Mary. It's good for you.
Wow.
Books are made from paper, little master. And they're such a pain to carry around.
Yeah, I know.
Paper and stone tablets last longer than optical data, you know. Besides, reading a book helps me get to sleep. How's the sensor readout? Anything showing up?
I will ask again.
Nothing at all. It's as if even the atoms are at rest.
Is
Not
she's
even
my
gas or
new waifu,
dust?
by the way.
If it was a giant fire, it should have at least left behind some
Why are there
energy
boob windows
lines.
like cut into their normal uniforms? I mean, maybe it's by request, but
How could that be?
I don't know, man.
An entire planet was here just a little while ago.
It's a mystery. I forget what this character's name is, and that should be illegal to me, given how many times I played this when I was a wee babby robot.
Retrieving little master. Open cargo bay 6.
Opening cargo bay 6. Opening cargo bay 6.
Junior? Is that the name of... That is, isn't it? But I don't know if there's anything else attached to it. He's just called Junior, isn't he?
Let's go.
We're back into
Keep up the pace,
1440p
everyone.
mood.
We still got work to do.
Mood. Streamer word wrong.
Hey, welcome back, little master.
Yo. Ariadne's completely vanished. But it doesn't seem like it was
I hate it when
destroyed.
Ariadne do that.
It's almost as if someone is hiding it somewhere.
Hiding it? Where would that be?
Who knows?
Maybe up your butt.
The best way to find out would be to ask the person who's hiding it. Shelley?
The Gideon fought here.
But I'm getting a reaction from
The all-knowing.
Some kids playing with matches, maybe? What happened to that fleet anyway?
We haven't heard anything since we picked up that distress signal 6 hours ago.
Gnosis, huh?
I know that the PS2 was relatively advanced for
They
the
must have
time,
been totally wiped out.
but
Not necessarily.
I mean, besides the
When the little ones
completely
play
dead
fight, I know
eyes
their
that
folks can't be too
stare
far behind.
1,000 miles into any direction,
So you reckon that Mama's gonna show up soon?
which is part of the art style. Honestly, this is just how the original art style is. They have these giant pupils that just pierce the heavens, man. It's just how they be.
We underestimated him by thinking he was just a relic from an age gone by.
Spike
In
Spiegel.
regards to the information leak, we traced it to the Special Ops Intelligence Bureau. We're currently looking into how they discovered the route to Proloma. I apologize for the trouble.
It's inevitable. There will always be vermin. I'll leave their extermination to you.
It honestly is crazy to me that the FMVs
Think they will show up?
are really close to how they really looked like
After all, that's the reason for their existence.
in PS2
It also
times.
happens to be Miltia's Achilles
Was
heel.
there actually this much aliasing?
I'll
And I'm just
handle the
not remembering
negotiations
it.
with the military. I leave the rest to you.
Yeah, anime stuff. I get it. You don't have to tell me twice.
What's an anime? That's what I look
Zohar
forward to,
was
right? Yeah, I'm gonna go
taken
out
by the
here, I'm gonna do a
Gnosis.
show, and they're gonna I'm gonna watch anime.
I managed
Yeah.
to secure the 100 series Realian. It's currently on board a cargo ship
Yeah, you did that.
headed for the Miltian star system. I believe it is the same one you had secured on Preloma.
Coffee drink ASMR.
Just stick to your duties.
What?
Don't do anything beyond the scope of your mission. We've already confirmed all the variables.
His voice actor is familiar. He's in like a million different animes, right?
But sir,
Or video
Return to
games.
Headquarters at once. I'll deal with you then.
I'm gonna look it up.
Get the registration of the ship that
Morgulis
signal came from.
voice
Track Cherenkov's marker.
actor.
You just love barking out those orders, don't you, Morgulis?
XP and C sadly don't have it yet. Please forgive me. Interesting that I'm getting a C invite.
I've grown bored with these
Is that normal?
So you're going?
Do you normally get invites to C? I didn't even realize that people partied there outside of harvesting space squid organs, right?
Yes. Feed me your hostility. Pierce me with
Oh
your
yeah,
hatred.
no, I forgot. There's this guy. I know that he's like a major antagonist, but they just let this guy walk around with no supervision.
I won't get in your way. We're working toward the same goal, right?
Why they let this guy outside? He's got the Xenogears. He's so spooky.
Ah, Momo. My adorable little Pesh.
He's also creepy. He's creepy and unstable. He's not a very nice man. I do remember that. I do remember him having the same vibes as that one guy that was infected with a tissue degenerative virus because he became addicted to eating the bodies of literal biological robots as a result of his military. You remember the guy. I don't have to tell you. You remember who it is, right? The guy that was like Krungo. Well, he's like that. except that gray-haired dude is like Krungo and infinitely powerful. I do remember that.
Not much better up here. There's no sign of life at all. Just a bunch of egg scrap.
Figures. It's like diving into shark-infested waters with a big juicy steak.
I'm gonna use that phrase from now on. The situation is just like diving into shark-infested waters with a big juicy steak.
Oh, bingo. I found the remains of a Zohar security ring.
Hey, Boston.
I guess this is where they
Hello
were
to you
storing
too.
it.
We're playing Xenosaga for 15, 30 more minutes until we try to be the change that we want to see in the world, make our own party.
If they're already out of range, we're out of luck.
We were partying with Sparkles last night, deep in the booty hole of Crawler's Nest, and I'm pretty sure I was the puller. I'm pretty sure that I broke her psychologically because I literally never stopped pulling. I like to believe that I have a finger on the pulse of like what parties are capable of handling, and so I basically ride that line the entirety of the party between having them be on the verge of being completely tapped out and unable to defend themselves and getting very good experience. Assuming you didn't wipe, we didn't. No. There's a couple of times where they raised some concerns, but I assuaged any concerns that they might have by telling them one simple phrase, which was, "You can rest when you're dead." And as you can imagine, they were very comforted by this. Did you die though? No. Oh my god, I'm so powerful. If it's not a miss, it's 0 damage, man. Oh, did you die though? Yeah. It's just a variation of that, yeah. Okay, what is this? Same weapon, both sides. Sounds good. Is it gonna make me play through this whole fight overpowered? I guess that's one way to do it, man. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it over that boss experience that we had before. Oh man, he turned the effing thing sideways. What a badass, dude. You scratched my paint, asshole. I don't take kindly to that. No, sir, not worth a damn. I don't know. Is it important to get... I don't think that I can really reliably get... let me finish one of these two sentences that my brain is trying to form right now. I don't think it's important for me to get points on Junior. Because he's just... If I remember correctly, he's just so powerful naturally. Basically, I did get a party invite within about half an hour of me flagging up as a thief. But it was for C of all things. Sky, I could imagine. C is like a whole other expectation. What level are you now? 68? About like 1/5 the way through 68. So we're getting increasingly closer. Just by every day pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps. To getting 75 done, and then I actually don't know what I'm gonna do after that. To be honest with you, well, what I'm gonna be doing off stream to try to make sure that my streams are as resident sleeper proof as possible. I'm going to probably farm the that's a nice view. I'm gonna try to get Nana's charm, which is like the treasure hunter +1. And then I'm basically going to spend an inordinate amount of time while doing other things, mind you. I'm going to try to get Hocho, because if I can get Hocho, then cooking to 100, then the furniture for cooking, and then synth support, that puts me at 109. 109 lets you high quality ginger cookies at 50%. And wizard cookies basically prints money. So once I hit that point, all I have to do is just flood every single one of my characters with wizard cookie stacks, and then just wait for money to to basically flow in. Is it hard to get? Yeah, it's a huge pain. It's why you almost never see anyone have Hocho, and the people that have Hocho never sell it. It's like, I don't know if it's exactly the same as it was on Eden, or retail for that matter, but Hocho has a drop rate of like maybe 2% with no treasure hunter. And because of the way that treasure hunter works, or like applies modifiers, like maybe with treasure hunter 3, which I would need to get the necklace for that's on Horizon, the Nana's charm, I believe it's called. You have to, like, it's like 4 or 5% maybe to get Hocho with treasure hunter 3. So like just getting the NM to pop and have a chance of getting it is the hard part. You have to kill Tonberries, a specific Tonberry in Temple of Ugg Boots, every 15 minutes until the NM decides to pop. It can take anywhere from like you can see it appear within like an hour. I don't know if there's any kind of like minimum threshold for the amount of time between pops. I don't know that. All that it says is that you, and by it I mean the wiki, it says that you can be waiting as long as 2 hours, up to like 6 hours, ramming speed, for the NM just to appear. So it's like a chance of an extremely small chance that you can get Hocho. Is it the same as Thief Knife? If I'm that for like 6 months, it could be. Yeah, I don't know how much the person that was telling me, that was like trying to psyop me from getting it, but somebody told me that was also hunting for it, that they were like 0 out of 50 on trying to get Hojo. So like the only, and I grabbed the NM 4 times. I've killed it successfully that many times, and
this man is more
oh, thank you,
than he
Hornchicle. I appreciate that. How you doing, buddy? We partied last night, I believe, or was it me that swapped in for you in that party? I think that was the case with Sparkles. Now we're playing as Junior. We are a tiny man with very powerful guns. Multiple eggs have been dispatched. Please be careful. Let's see. That party went really well, by the way. I kind of like psychologically broke Sparkles because I literally never stopped pulling, except for like a courtesy 1 to 2 minutes over the span of maybe like an hour. I was there. She seemed to enjoy it, but I don't think she was ready for an all gas, no brakes type of experience. Little Master, all teams have been deployed. We'll secure their route of retreat. Okay, okay, big doors over here, probably. Did you do Baldur's Gate yet? I did. I'm meaningfully about an hour into it. Because, you know, you have to spend upwards of 30, 45 minutes, as is the law, to just look at all the potential backstories and origin characters and listening to their, you know, like organizing or changing your character's appearance and looking at all the different modifiers and remembering the stuff that you took away from, like, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, and Kingmaker. Now, it doesn't seem to be, at least not yet, because again, I'm only like 2 hours in. Our main objective is to hack into the mainframe of the UTIC ship. Okay, well, how do you want me to do this? You want to go through this big hole here? Is this what you want? Actually, let's save state here, just in case. But, like, from the extremely little that I experienced, and I'm not going to spoil anything, I can't even tell you what the tutorial is, to be honest, if you haven't started playing it yourself. Because, like, there's spoilers, like, for what the tutorial is, in my opinion. It looks extremely good. It is hands down the best CRPG that I've ever seen in my life, or probably will ever see for like the next 4 or 5 years, to be perfectly honest with you. The voice acting is incredible. The way that the characters move is natural. The characterization is good. Like I can immediately tell that each of them have their own deeper personalities. That isn't just like an archetype, you know, like Orc Angie, or like Elf Mysterious, which is appreciated. Thankfully, to comment on what you were saying before, you were still here, Vossen, the Thieves' Knife now goes for like 100,000 on almost said Eden, that was a Freudian slip, on Horizon, because they moved the Treasure Hunter +1 away from it and put it into its own item, the Nana's Charm that I won't shut up about. Oh, okay. I guess, you know, it makes sense that I should not probably run through the lasers. What do you have for weapons or either attacks? Increased physical attack. Revive when female character is behind. What? Self 1 times only. Revive. Okay, so if he dies with a female character behind him, he gets like a re-raise? That's weird. I don't remember any of this shit at all, dude. I just don't. Yeah, go ahead, chop him up. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Interesting, so it's like a support robot. I don't think that we have to be like really crazy here in terms of like treating these battles seriously, because it's very obvious to me even though I barely remember this, that what's her face, the southern chick with a blue cap and with a boob window, is horrifically overpowered. This is just supposed to be like an introduction. Oh my god, you chopped him up and all the grape jelly spat out of him. But expanding on the Baldur's Gate 3 thing, I will tell you, probably one of the best tutorial areas that I've experienced. Like, it's very obvious that it's supposed to teach you about your environment and stuff like that. But just the place that it takes place in, eloquently put self, is extremely unique. So I'm looking forward to playing it more. If I was not streaming, I would be probably playing it more. I could always play it on stream. I did do some preliminary testing to try to get it on stream. I don't know if it would pass the critical mass test of like being able to survive in a veritable sea of other people that are also playing Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, I do think that I have a very small but very dedicated viewership that I feel confident would watch if I were to play Baldur's Gate 3, but it's also one of the... Oh my god, why are you hiding in the bench, dude? That's what a troll, man. What the hell? Alright. I guess we'll see how much of an effect this has. But like, it is one of those games that I would probably want to experience at my own pace. Because it has enormous spoiler potential. All it takes is like one guy who has good intentions, but is like, hey, you missed the fact that you could have like jumped over this small section in order to access this super secret quest. If you do these 3 other steps I'm going to describe to you in short order. Can you relax? What are those? Handheld rocket launchers? What is this, Warhammer? Is it just me? Am I the only one that enjoys when you are playing RPGs and you're given like generic NPC soldiers to support you? I don't know why, but I've always enjoyed that. Like more than I should. Like it's just like a very who cares type thing. But just the idea that you have like generic soldiers that are just out there supporting you. Maybe it's just because I've always loved summoner classes in games. It's locked electronically. I can see a switch flashing in the back. Bring the flamer, the heavy flamer. That's how they sound, right? And Warhammer. I did the thing. Oh, I have to go around. That's right. Bring the flamer for the heretics. The Adaptus something Sororitas shouts sussily. I know this is gonna attract some, you know, bad attention to me. It's gonna create some negative reception, but I'm not really like an Imperium of Man kind of guy. You know? I'm a devout Tau appreciator. I'm a Tau stan. There's something about like an alien race that's trying to, you know, do things for the quote-unquote greater good is inherently more my speed. Space Elf, yeah, dude, and the fact that they're, you know, they have like combined arms tactics, that they're like me, they're weak as shit physically, but you know, through combined arms and just giant robot application, they overcome races, factions that are, you know, as a whole much more powerful than they are. And it's the fact that they have giant robots. I think that's what really does it for me, is that they have like space-defying giant robots and drones. I think maybe it's just because they have robots in general. I think that could be it. The best part about Warhammer is that no one is a good guy. Yeah, but aren't like Tau, like what do Tau do that would constitute them not being like a close approximation of like a good guy? From what little I remember, because I'm at a serious disadvantage for anybody or to anybody that actually pays attention to Warhammer lore. Like the Tau, like what is the worst that they do? Like they like assimilate species or something like that, like for the greater good. They're basically saying like you're too dumb to like govern yourself, so like be part of our, you know, be part of our society if you want to not get your shit pushed in by factions that are like way worse than us. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Otherwise, they just try to do the right thing, and I can't really say that for... I really can't really say that for many other races. I'm also talking out of my big old robot booty at the moment, probably. Which I did, you know, there's been times where during work where I'm just like doing everything in my power to take my mind off the fact that I'm working. Like I'll take breaks and then do a whole bunch of random research into Warhammer lore. They created Slaanesh, the chaos god of pleasure, and how did they create it? Are we thinking of the same thing? Are you talking about the Dark Eldar or whatever? I think we're talking about two different factions. I'm talking about the Tau. Or maybe you are talking about the Tau, and this is like this is like a massive oversight on my part. This is the door cannot be controlled unless you boot up the console. I would like to boot up the console. There's a keycard slot. Oh yeah, I'm thinking Eldar. Okay, good. Then that means that I'm not... my brain is actually in the right place. I mean, of course I knew that. You needed to brush up on your Warhammer 40k knowledge, man, before you come into my arena. Door number 3 was open, but it started to close suddenly, so we were able to get inside. That's when they ambushed us. Thankfully, I will think it'll be okay since none of his vitals were hit. Yep, that sounds good, man. Generic supporter guide number 3. Oh, ads are in progress. I apologize. Oh my god. Ads are in progress. Please forgive me for not warning you. F. Little Master, you aren't hurt, are you? We were attacked when the door closed suddenly. I have like the best, like, the best boob windowed bodyguard known to man. I'm good. I don't even know who these people are. I don't read anything about the tower. They're just mech elves. I don't know if they're exactly elves though. Like they have like blue. They're closer. I know that StarCraft players and Warhammer players both mutually hate when people say this, but they're basically like Protoss from StarCraft, except as people that care more than I do will say, Protoss are psychic and Tau are not, which is not totally true, because I do know enough that that like there's like the whoever the Tau government leaders are basically psionic. This location I heard about, attacked in such a confined area where all the corridors meet. I think they don't use the warp. Attack blue skinned elf things. Yeah, it's true. They don't have noses though. Don't Eldar have noses? Am I completely misremembering? I might be. Can I get a keycard off of any of you individuals? No? Alright. Junior hates plants. We're gonna play this for at most 10 more minutes. And then we're gonna try to make a party ourselves. And if we can't make a party, then we'll figure it out from there. But anyway, like I was mentioning, I did do preliminary testing for Baldur's Gate 3. And my computer would be able to handle running it, while also handling my capture software, while also running OBS and all the random BS that I have factoring into that. So it is possible. It's not going to be something I'm going to stream for a while, a good while, because I want to actually beat the game before, you know, I actually try to stream it, and it's very likely that I'm going to take my freaking sweet time. It is possible. It's possible that I would be able to make like a cooperative campaign or something with someone. Like that's been discussed. Like DA was talking about it. Like just bringing it up and passing. So it could be a thing. But there's also apparently a bug where if you join somebody's co-op campaign, it's impossible for that person after you leave the campaign to get rid of your character in any way. You can't dismiss the character that the co-op person joined in on. You can't send them to camp. They're literally there forever. I don't know if it, like, Larian has made an official statement on that, but that do apparently being a thing and all. I guess the best way to look at Tau is that they're the least evil faction, but they do kind of have the whole join us or die for the greater good thing. Yes, exactly. It's kind of how I know this is a bit of a segue, but is this gonna? Oh my god! I apparently can't just go into that room. Is that it? That's fine. I guess we're technically grinding here. That's okay. But it's basically like Final Fantasy 14, right? Stay with me here. He's cooking, and that, like, I know that some of the Garlemald people do be kind of naughty and all, but like, would it be so bad if the Garlean Empire was allowed to take over everything? I mean, if you think about it, they pulled themselves up by the bootstraps. They didn't have access to magic, right? So they had to come up with like technologies in order to up the ante, and said technologies probably extends to having things like fridges and like Wi-Fi and things like that. So are they really that bad? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. They can't be that bad if they have access to, like, I was gonna say Netflix, but maybe that's not exactly like a perfect go-to anymore. Like Hulu, they have access. Nobody hates Hulu, right? Hulu is kind of doing its own thing. Maybe I'm biased because my Spotify account is linked with Hulu, so I get kind of like a discount on both. And we watch a lot of stuff on Hulu. Hulu's a good thing. Okay, so apparently that's rigged. So to avoid that whole situation, I could have just destroyed that and then gone the fucking side. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. Well, that's good. What is your headcanon for your character? Like for me, I never play evil characters at all in role-playing games. Like, and I always tell myself that I'm gonna be an evil character on the next playthrough, but the next playthrough never comes. Card number 3, who knows? Can't you just, like, I don't know, just chop off this guy's fingers until he gives us like the keycard code or something? Did I just open this for lore? Is that why I'm in here? Oh, I'm always evil? I can't see that. Not you. I guarantee you that you're just saying that just to be with the, you know, just to feel like you're hip into the groove, right? You're probably playing like a lawful good paladin character because it's just in your nature, man. It's in your nature to be as good as you possibly can. I know you. No, I can definitely see you being always evil. That's not surprising to me. Dragonborn Warlock and Drow Ranger? Oh my. When you say that, do you mean like multiclassing? Oh shit, he's in a giant robot? Rest in peace, Junior. Chop him up, dude. Chop him up. Do you get anything? No, she doesn't. Let's use the beam rifles. No, I have ADD and bounce between... You have 2 characters that you're running, so I guess that's fine. I don't know how you do it. I have mad respect for you being able to do that. For me, it's a whole thing just to try to focus everything into one character. How do you pay attention to what you're doing? Are you just alternating between the 2 for like every hour that you're playing, or do you just randomly bounce more or less between them? I guess I could have gone into my giant robot this whole time. That seems fair. Because like if I were to do that for me, like maintaining 2 characters and then alternating between them, it would be very difficult for me outside of like paying like an obsessive compulsive amount of attention to my journal to remember where things are or what I was doing at the time. I bounce like every 2 hours to the other one, go down different paths and different choices. That's a good way of doing it. That's what I imagine you were doing. But yeah, I mean, doing it that way makes sense to me. It also probably gives you like an on-demand impression of how the game actually respects your choices. That's good intel. I'm playing a warlock. Like thematically, he's supposed to be like a lawful evil type character. He has a bunch of like markings on his face and scars and blood red eyes, so you know, he do be being evil looking and all. Or he'll take advantage of like whatever systems he runs into, but he won't like, he's not going to do psychotic things just for the sake of doing it unless he's not being directly observed. I did pick the Dark Urge background, so I don't know how much of what I'm seeing or experiencing is actually being factored into that background choice, but I definitely wanted to play a custom character the first time, and then if I love the game, and I mean really love the game, to start completely over and be willing to tolerate experiencing everything that I experienced before, even if altered a little bit or even meaningfully. It's a lot for me to do that mentally. Why do I never want to board my giant robot? Can I just keep him in the giant robot by default? The edgelord background? Yeah, it's true. It does imply though, and don't spoil me just in case you did pick one. Not that I believe that you would spoil me. I'm just saying for people out there who may be listening, definitely all 8,000 people that are for sure watching at the moment. After this fight, we're going to swap to FF11 and make a party. But like, you do get references to what I believe is the Dark Urge background, and it implies that you can resist the background, which is probably what I'm going to do, depending on, you know, how interesting the alternative choices are. Because it's saying that like the suggestion is that you don't know why you're feeling these things. You don't know why you're thinking about like all these bodies that you've imagined like piling up in the back of your brain, and this, you know, this compulsion to kill and stuff like that. So if it goes somewhere interesting, I'm all on board for that. All right, we'll save twice and then pause this and go to Nama voice changer. Enter game toggle, music back on. Let's pick a different song. This one's good. It more than likely will. I've heard nothing but good things. Constant, unending praise for the game, and in terms of like how your choices are meaningfully respected in a way that transcends like CRPGs, and that you can get different lore depending on how you behave in the world, but that more or less you still reach the same general endpoint. Like you might go A, B, C, D, E, and then reach F, or you could do like A, 1, 2, 4, 6, but still reach F at the end. There's not a lot of games that, because, you know, it's psychotic to try to factor in actual world-changing choices into your your game framework, right? And Baldur's Gate 3 is said to have done it. So rip rip other companies' excuses for not being able to do it too. Like the only other game that I can think of that qualifies as like a CRPG that had like actual meaningful changes happen to the world based off of your decision making would be Tyranny on Steam. Rest in peace. I don't think it's ever going to see a sequel just because it's going to be locked into like IP hell. It definitely deserves a sequel. That universe is extremely interesting, and if it's on sale, or even if it's not, I would recommend picking it up, you know, after Baldur's Gate 3 is done, although, you know, Tyranny may seem like child's play compared to that. All right, let's see who is around. We'll do a search of 60 to 73. And see who is about. Black Mage, Thief, Warrior, Dragoon. There is a single Red Mage, so maybe we can get a Raptor party going. Assuming that they're even interested. And that they won't just ask me what my party composition is once I ask them. There is a ninja here. Let's do a quick search. I'm not gonna be remember how to. I don't remember how Ulagrand range is spelled, dude. Oh my god. Oh, Ulagrand range. Final Fantasy 11. Search Ulagrand. Okay, there's nobody partying there. So we'll do a quick research. Low level sync 61. Party Ulagrand range. Raptors. Do you need it? I'm not gonna invite the other ninja just yet, even though I know it's dangerous to do so, because if we don't have a healer, then it doesn't matter if we get the tank. They don't have any search comment at all, so all I can assume is that they are cool with whatever. Do you need a tank? We do. I wasn't going to invite one unless I knew you'd join. It's interesting that they said, do you need a tank instead of do you have a tank? Which implies that they have a tank friend with them. Actually, he wants to come war, not tank. All the same to me. You can let me know what their name is. Their name. Sounds good. See all. All right, so I basically have them interested, so I'm going to very quickly try to see if that other ninja was there or is still here. Ninja? Oh no. Oh no. Ninja's gone, dude. See all Kamikaze Crash. Oh hey, I know that guy. If anybody in chat wants to join 61 around there, 61 party, let me know so I can squeeze you in before I start filling blanks. If not, forever hold your penis. I mean your piece. Hello. Kami. Small world. The nin I saw for 5 secs is gone, so it may be a minute. I'm going to head over there regardless. Let's do a quick cursory check of our inventory to make sure that we're not missing anything. We have about 8,000 acid bolts still. Shinobi Tabby, a bunch of Bream Risotto for the sake of turning into the cooking guild, so let's hope that I remember that. Squid Sushi, Shihai, and an empty chariot band. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. See all 60. Let's try 60 to 63. No, 60 to 73. Inv. Dragoons are tanks, right? Because they wear heavy armor. Samurai are tanks because they wear heavy armor, right? I'm an option as a tank. If you see another healer pop, let me know. I'll try to keep you on the job you'd like to level if I can at all help it. Thanks. It does help me to know that. This person is and by this person I mean the red mage, is very kind in that they suggested that they could be a paladin if it really comes to it. But they're on red mage. They were searching on red mage. I like both jobs equally. Gotcha. I will keep an eye out. That helps tons. So all we have to do is have either a red mage, not red mage, sorry, a healer of some description, which yes, motherfucker, that does include a summoner. It's always going to include a summoner. If you have a problem with that, I have a form that you can fill out. Many forms. Forms on forms, man. You have to go to Valadunia. Pizza in the oven, I'm good to go, but I'll need to AFK. No problem. Valadunia. I don't accept the premise that just because they don't have healing skill that they can't be considered a healer. I just don't accept it. It doesn't pass the vibe check, man. They have like 1 billion MP. And they don't spend it all on blood packs. It's not for show. Like if you don't have healing skill, like what happens to the cure? Like what? You cure like 20 less? But if the 20 less if the 20 less HP off of the cure matters, things are more dire than just having the summoner be a main healer. 60 to 73. We should probably just... I'm on cooking. Thief me. Ninja invisible. And besides, the 2004 Brady Games Guide spring version tells me that summoners can heal. And I know that there's a bit of a time gap between the time that the strategy guide released and modern day. But these guys were like professional. They were like professional video game journalist people. If you can't trust the strategy guiders, then who can you trust, man? You know? You just freaking listen to yourself, dude. It's all Dark Knights and stuff, man. So, level sync 60, 62 party. Do you need it? Ula Grand range, Raptors, tank, healer, pref, any fine. All right, then we'll send that to the other link shell. And then see if there's any takers. Gonna do some quick maintenance on myself. Don't mind me. Don't mind me what's happening right now. Want to merit on your paladin by any chance? Sadly, no. All effort is going into thief at the moment. Frowny face. It's true, man. It's true. I wish it weren't like that, but it do, man. It do. 60, 73. No, it has to be 61 now. Gonna keep compulsively searching for individuals willing to participate. Low level sync. Yes, I'm inviting this. This is happening. 61 party. Do you need it? Grand range. Raptors. You'd possibly be main healing if means anything. At the moment, 3-6 needs healer tank. All right, we can probably just flee past here. There's no way that they can like sleep us in time, right? Probably not. Hello, Vin Smoke Davo. Winder's flag emote to you too, my brethren. Okay, but for the record, on this day, this is gonna seem like it's see all John. Okay, John is willing to main heal if you are comfortable if you're up to swapping to Paladin Alora. If another red mage, white mage, or red mage or white mage pops up, I'll grab them. But let it be known that on this day, 8:13 p.m. Eastern Standard or regional equivalent, the 5th, this Saturday of August 2023, in-game, September 25th, Fires Day, 1433, Wax and Gib is 76%, that I asked explicitly John, a summoner, to main heal if it comes to it, and he replied, I'm kind of blocking it. I need you to be able to see this because I need there to be evidence. Okay, see that? It's gonna be on the VOD if you miss it. I need to avoid getting yeeted by the tiger. That he was fine with healing. There's no pressure campaign. I didn't send the Pinkertons after this dude. He's not a plant. He's a real human being, just like me, that do be playing the game and all. Let's see, try to get... I mean, maybe, dude. Maybe we get another summoner. Is that too much? Maybe it is too much. I can always leave it up to them. I could get a black mage instead. Hello, level sync, 61 party. Do you need it? Ula Grand range, raptors. It's honestly shocking that I haven't been asked what my party composition is yet. Typically that only starts happening around or after 60. People are like, I'd rather sit here for 3 or 4 hours trying to get a single party that has both a bard and a red mage in it than even deign myself to get something like a party that only has a red mage or only has a bard. Although people will probably be, you know, it could probably be like four thieves and a bard and like it. I don't know. Maybe that's extreme. All right, we need to hide here. Can I do that? Can I hide? How do these things? Can these things detect me by blood? Can I kill this? I should be able to kill this, right? Hey, maybe that's too extreme. It could be like 3 thieves. Like a tank, like a paladin or like a ninja or something, like a bard, and then them, and then they would be like, yeah, no, this seems like a good party. I have a bard, like how am I not having like a great experience? I do think that people definitely get stuck in the headspace that just having a bard, like not that the bard is doing anything or doing their job to like the best of their arguable ability. I don't want to have to run back. I just want to be able to kill this. This is a true boss battle here, by the way. 673. Okay, that one black mage did not respawn to me. Let's try to get Taco Tuesday in here. Level 61 party. Do you need it? Villager in range. Raptors. You should be able to kill this, no problem. We'll even use a bit of squid sushi just in case. Give me Cal as a bard, and I don't even need a healer for the party. I believe in him. Cal is just inherently too powerful, so I understand that succinctly. I'm not quite ready to start invite spamming yet. Let's try to get this samurai, I guess. 61 party. Do you need it? Villager in range. Raptors. Does not have a search comment stating that he'll only accept Sky parties on pain of death, so I'm assuming that he could be up to it. He says, yeah, dude, we got the yeah, man. Let's go.
That's fucking teamwork.
I'll take yeah over just K. Like, just the word K in response. Hello. Taco Tuesday has also accepted. We got the okay on that one. There's no way I lose this, right? It's not going to drain me ad nauseum. There's no way. Hello. Imagine just walking into this tunnel and getting drained. Gregasm.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
There aren't always going to be a Cal, though. Just, like, waiting to be invited. He's one of a kind. A national treasure. Cal's Bastoken, right? I don't know why if I keep, like, psyoping myself into believing this. There's no way he's not Bastoken. I'll look it up for myself in just a moment. I have to get to the party area. Let me look. Players. No self-respecting Galka is gonna start in like Sandoria or something. Stoic. No, that's me. Tools. Players. Icy Caladrius. Apparently that's he's just called Caladrius. I know him well enough. I've seen him in game. Caladrius. He's Sandorian? Oh my god.
Oh dude, 4 strength, 4 spam, leather belt.
Oh no.
It's over 9,000!
Hello? Is this Among Us?
Why is he Sandorian?
Imposter from Among Us?
What? Oh my god.
Amogus.
That boy just ain't right. I always knew there was something. I always knew there was something off about him, dude. I didn't know what. I'm just saying that some Sandorians can be nice people. I've known them. I have tons of Sandorian friends. Okay, let me just preface it by saying that. But boy, howdy, did I not see that coming. That actually explains a lot. Actually explains so much. It explains everything. It's no longer confused. That's for sure. We'll boot up Xenosaga back up when we actually get to the camp and wait for people to filtrate into position. People may raise some eyebrows as to why there is a summoner in what appears to be a main healer capacity. I will assuage those concerns if or when they arise, but we have a summoner, we have a samurai, or we have a paladin. Sorry, a paladin that's Taru, okay? So, like, they're gonna have, like, infinite MP, basically. And a black mage. So you have your main healer, you have your support, because, like, black mage is also Taru, mind you, has, like, infinite MP. So you have 2 Tarus with infinite MP, basically. a summoner who has like infinite MP despite being a summoner is gonna be so fine. So like we're locked and loaded, baby. That's for true. I feel good about this. Taru Paladin is best. I have a great appreciation for Tarus. I'm not like one of those Bastokins that has like Hume female model 3 with the black hair that shits on Windursians at every available opportunity. I do have some respect for the Windursian kind. I do. I think that it does, like, I'll admit, it makes my synthetic skin crawl when I walk into, you know, Windursian territory to do cooking guild duties, and I see just green in every direction. I'm like, where's the toxic waste? Where's the noxious fumes? There's no slums here. You know, I start to get, my hands get sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti. So I don't stay in there too long, but I can appreciate it for what it is. I don't drink the haterade. If anything, I have, you know, proclivities, you know, towards like a negative, you know, thought process about Sandoria more so than I do Windurst, if only because Sandoria is sitting on a wealth of precious metallurgic minerals that the Bastokan military has been keeping their eye on for quite some time. But due to the Crystal War peace accords, we can't really like get in there and, you know, do our business, right? So it's a bit of a sore spot for me, because like they're not gonna do anything with it. Only good thing about Sandy is the grocery store. A truer thing has never been said on Twitch. Why the fuck? Why is that grocery store not in Windurst? Why? It has so many staples. Like, it even sells fucking rock salt, man. So you don't have to pay like 500, you know, heaven forbid, this raw dog in it off of the auction house. You could just go to the grocery store and buy salt. It has so many like early to mid game ingredients that find their way into the higher end cooking recipes, just chilling. Just around the corner. It's like basically like, I don't know. I guess it's like the way that I think about it is that it's like Jersey Mike's the sub sandwich chain not having any properties in Jersey, which I think is a real fact. It's just like, why? Like, it just doesn't make sense. All right, at least one individual is still in Lower Juno, so let's boot up Xenosaga one more time. And I'm gonna keep an eye at the bottom right there. All right, turn on my definitely real in front of me PS2 controller. No, stop trying to boot up Xbox. What?
I got no time for wusses like you.
I think that we're in, we have boarded the enemy's, or a presumed enemy's spaceship through a ramming and then boarding action. Sounds like my Friday night. I don't really know what the objective is here, besides turning every living being that we come across into chunky salsa. Man, who knew that there was so much blood in the human body, huh? I mean, I did, of course, because I am one, and I've definitely seen many humans, almost like incalculable number of humans, be turned into a fine tomato paste before my eyes. But back from my deep slumber. Hey, Solo. How you doing, fam? Are you soloing hard or hardly soloing? This is Final Fantasy XI. It's a new Treasures of Outerground patch that came out. It's probably looking a little bit different than what you remember it. It's part of like the AI upscaling that they've done. At least I think it's AI upscaling. We were just talking about you. I didn't say it. You said it. All I talked about. I did not mention Solo by name. Nor, allegedly, was I even referring to him. All I said was that there is a certain, like, Hume female hairstyle that rips on Windersians ad nauseum, day in, day out. That I'm personally aware of. Run! Vin loves me. He does. If you guys want to start like a gang warfare type thing, like Bastokans versus Windersians, I'm all aboard. Can I just take this? Is this something I can do? Can I have your giant robot, please? Try not to explain to me the lore reason why there's like random shit being stashed in here. Am I like stealing somebody's lunch from like these computer consoles here? Bast's not gonna win easy. I mean, that is just what we do. I will hand it to Windersians. The fact that they were able to get first place a second time within about the span of a month is very impressive, because you can't ignore it. There is like a population difference with, I think, Sandoria continuing, for reasons that are completely unknown to me, continuing to have like a population edge. Welcome back. Got some slowdown on the emulator. That's okay. I don't know where that came from. It's probably because they alt-tabbed for a second. It did not like that. It is, I will say this, it's good for the economy for Winders to get first sometimes, because it is, as far as I understand it, the only way to get things like mercenary captain's belts and things like that out into the environment. Like, there's a couple of swords, like the Tactician's Magician's Espadon, that I think also come out of Windurst. And that's like the best. That's the best sword from level 50 onward until, what, like 63? 65? Something like that? Thanks to me and Baru. Are you guys organizing, like, shadow governments behind the scenes to arrange when Windurst is meant to win? I could see that. That seems possible to me if I don't really think about it. Alright, John, who I will remind everyone present is a summoner that was okay with healing and has said such. It's on the VOD. I should have honestly done like a slash marker for it. Ugh, got trouble, be right back. You love to hear that. Oh, man. Alright, give me that grape jelly. I tall crafted Windy to make them first, and Baro had to swap to that nation to help. Did he really? I thought he was always Winderson. So I've been talking about flipping to Windy. Summoner, you say? It's true. I asked him. I was like, are you comfortable with being a main healer if he comes to it? And he said, sure, let's try it. Probably one of the most baller things that anyone has ever said to me. Okay, we have T-points. We have a T-point boosting item. Don't we? Let's just use it on Junior, because we know that he's going to be a fixture in our party lineup. Baby was crying and got me aggro. I mean, that's why you just put, like, to take care of a baby, it's not that hard. You just put newspaper on the ground, an iPad or a phone, you know, that has like Fortnite on it, and then put down some like chocolate or something, and then nature will sort itself out. The kid will gravitate towards the chocolate, consume it, be sated, and then basically spaz out for a period of like an hour to 2 hours and then crash. Am I going crazy, or did I just waste that on him because he can't improve tech attacks? I think I just wasted it. It's fine. All I'm saying is that to reconcile your differences, Vinsmoke and Solo, you just need a kiss. There's a lot of international sexual tension that's happening that you just need to get out there. Okay? If it wasn't gonna come from me, then it would have come from somebody else. Like, I'm not a certified or accredited counselor, but I do know a thing about what I'm seeing here today. Like, just get it. It doesn't have to be like open mouth or anything. Just like a little peck on the lips, which may or may not instantaneously explode into something more erotic. All right, Taco Tuesday is coming out. Do I need to heal? Is this the thing I need to do? Do I need to care about this? We'll give one to the NPC, the NPC that's supporting. Even though he's technically a PC because I am controlling him. I'm not kissing Intaro. I don't know, then just have him elect a representative on his part and then kiss that. It's not hard. I've acquired a UTIC card. TLOS seems to be a part for some kind of robot. The UTIC organization is creating their own cosmos, but why? Isn't the UTIC card something I need to unlock the door that's like way further north? Or am I bugging, yo? Card labeled number 3, pick it up. Yes, please. So I've acquired a UTIC card. Is there anything else in here they need to mind? I mean, they have a thing for that, right? You know, you've heard of like medieval societies having trials by combat, right? It's the same principle. It's trial by kisses. And you have an elected representative, if you so desire, if you are not willing to participate yourself for whatever reason. And then you just wait to see the result of them going to town. It's a tale as old as time, man. Alright, we're probably gonna have to pause it here because all individuals have entered the premises. And I feel like the emulator is trying to assume direct control of my GPU right now because it seems to be causing some slowdown that it does not have any right to start creating. Let me see where they are in zone. They got to be close. Okay, we'll finish this fight and then we'll save state it. But the OpenGL that I'm using for the capture method here is becoming aware that I have a 3070 Ti, and it's like, why would I only use like 20% of the GPU when I could use literally 99%? Oh, by the way, beat Tencent Path. That's awesome, dude. That's a huge milestone. The static that he did not intend to become a static, but became a static just kind of naturally over time. Beat 6-4, which is the airship fight. Somebody was telling me that the airship fight is fine to attempt without any kind of like CCB polymer thing that you can use on the weapons that are part of the boss gauntlet to get past it, to stop them from using TP moves, kind of the same way that you can use the animas on the Prami bosses. And we used 4 just to try to get through it, dude. And I used a bunch of meds. So, like, I don't know if they had, like, if it was, like, a 5 Beastmaster and, like, 1 White Mage type situation for the people that were explaining it. But it was easier than I expected, but still harder than people were implying to me. It's one of those things where I was, like, explaining it to the people that were part of the static. I was like, I know that people in chat are telling you and us and me that it's easy mode, quote unquote, and by it I mean COP on Horizon, but it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? So just do me a favor, grab 3 other CCB polymers because they're rare for some reason. Probably Square Enix trying to force me to cooperate with other sentient creatures. Okay, they have apparently decided that the camp is over there. That's fine. I think that's where people are used to camping. Coming over to you. Either is fine, just used to camping east. But I know where you're at is also a camp. Do these link? They do not link. Okay. I'm assuming because we're on a lower level that they're not going to sound aggro. These don't sound aggro from the cliff up top, right? Okay, I'm going to level sync to... Oh shit, Alora was red mage. And she was 61. I did not realize this. Okay. I did not realize Alora was gonna be 68. That's 100% on me. We can try to fight here, but if everyone has Sky, that'd work better at 63. That was it was totally on me to not try to determine that Alora's Paladin was the same level. 61. No Sky for me. Okay. 63 is like the cutting edge of like the end point for Raptors, but if we fight them fast enough, it should be fine. If we fight these fast enough, it should be fine. If it doesn't end up being fine, we will course correct. Yeah. So Laura was 61. That was going to be the whole basis for me dragging people down here. Move around's path. Move around's path is for sure fine. All right. If ready. All right. Music back on. Please. And we'll activate BPM mode. We have to try hard a little bit to make up the difference. No hard feelings if you find someone with Sky if you want to rep me. Does everyone else but John have Sky? See all 60, 63 and no. 372 and hello, level sync 63 party. Do you need it? Sky. Asking a white mage if they have Sky access. If they do, I'll take you up on that, John. Apologies. Is Crow in your party? No. Feel like they've already received an invite from someone else. Gonna grab stuff while I wait for answer. Okay, let's just pull something. Just get people doing stuff. Waiting on an answer from a diff party. That's all I can think of. So we'll ask Vin, where is he heading? Vin replies, best nation. Freaking got him. Is it because you're cooking, Solo? Is that why? I respect the Sigma grind set, for sure. Gotcha. No worries. Alright, Dancing Edge is a thing. Distortion, water, and what was that? Wind, MB. Okay, let's grab another thing. Hoping it doesn't get too old too fast for me to run up the cliff. Or maybe people just grab stuff from the cliffside. And that's the strat. 110 experience points, kind of booty. See all 60 refresher shadows, 60 to 62, 72. Okay, the white mage that I saw did not have sky access, and they have stopped looking because they have been repeatedly asked if they have sky access, and they're sick of it. That makes sense, man. I respect the Sigma grind set, dude. I get it. He loves Wendy. He's always there. It is part and parcel with being a cookologist. A cook lord. Alright, I'm gonna save my TP, and then I'm just gonna trick attack at the start of the very next fight. I should be able to pull it from down here, right? Yeah, I should. Here we go. If we can consistently keep chains up, this will not be that bad. It's not going to be Sky experience, but it's not going to be that bad. I can only hope that the others that are in the party are going to be thinking the same thing. We'll just secure a little bit of hate on the Raptor. As they're starting about 40 minutes, by the way, I'm going to do the best I can to remind you when they're within about a minute. They run about 90 seconds on average. There's nothing I can do about them. Blame God or Mr. Bezos for the fact that they're happening at all. If I had the choice of having no ads run at all, I would take that. But, you know, not my platform. Oh, your game covers over Final Fantasy. Thank you for that. Professional streamer, by the way. If you had said nothing, I probably would have noticed within about 10 minutes, but you know, that's not exactly like a great amount of time, having your game cover for like 20 minutes. This is why you and I go way back, where we're besties, 5 ever, as they say.
Rock and stone! I am what the humans call back.
I can't stay paralyzed. True. Undoubtedly. Okay, I can't wait for Kami to get TP. I have to make sure that Hate gets back onto Laura. So we're just gonna regularly sat out there. I'm gonna grab another target after we get Shadows back up. I look out for my fellow Bass tokens, unlike Wendy. I mean, they do have like a bonding thing between like the Mithra and Tara that's pretty close, right? Isn't that a thing? Where it's like basically like Tartarus are like the Pomeranians of the relationship. Where like the Mithra feel obligated to make sure that the Tartarus' needs are met and that they protect them against like the wildlife that's sitting outside town that will completely pick apart any Tartar that walks outside the city gates otherwise. And that the Tartaru more or less exists to give the Mithra dopamine in exchange, and cast like cool spells and stuff on occasion. If I've insulted any Mithra, or if I've insulted any Mithra or Tartaru in the chat, please forgive me. I'm just a Bastoken. I'm a simple man. Alright, what's it gonna be, man? I have hide up. Do you have haste and refresh, John? No, of course he doesn't. What? He's not gonna have haste or refresh. What? He has, I mean, he has refresh through spring water, probably, if he has Leviathan. I don't think that he's, if you're expecting to get hasted and refreshed in this particular party, I don't know what to say to you. I'm sorry. It's almost certainly not going to happen. This is an unreasonable expectation, so I only put it on myself, but for parties like this, when I was leveling Paladin, I made sure that I had basically like 20 or 30 Yagudo drinks that I was constantly pounding back. I know that's not feasible for a lot of people, because it's like, if for you to make the Yak drinks yourself would be probably like 14,000 a stack or something, which compared to the auction house is like a fucking steal, right? But still, not everybody can support that type of like self-inflicted economy. Hestega from Garuda too. Yeah, that's a lot of MP though. It is. I just don't see it happening. He basically has to, like, he might be able to spring water himself, but I don't know if that's worth the MP cost, because it's like it's prohibitive for even like a red mage to refresh themselves and like a couple of other people before you break even. I would like to grab a... No? Did we kill everything around us? Except for that raptor? It looks like people need to... Congratulations, Saka. Looks like people need to rest anyway, so we'll give them that. We'll let people rest for a little bit. I'm going to keep an eye out. Go back real quick, thirsty. I'm going to keep an eye out on any healers that might have Sky Access. The chances of finding a healer before they get absorbed almost immediately, quasi-instantaneously even, into a burn party of some description is extremely low. So we got to keep our heads on a swindle, I think is the phrasing. Did you trick another summoner into main healing for you? Motherfucker, no, Vin, I did not. I asked him, dude. It's gonna be on the VOD. I said to the summoner, are you comfortable main healing if it comes to it? Because the red mage, the only red mage, said, I have a paladin tank if we need it. And I said it may be needed because there are no tanks and there are no healers at the time. And I was like, okay, there's a summoner here. I'm going to ask them if they're comfortable main healing. Ask the summoner, are you comfortable main healing? He said, sure, let's try it. He said yes. He knew what he was signing up for. And you know what? He's fucking doing fine. Understand, if there was a red mage, or if there was a white mage, or a tank, I could have made literally any other configuration work. But sometimes you gotta use whatever fruit that you have to make juice, man. You gotta crack some omelets to make an egg. Welcome back. This is just how this has got to be, man. Food me. And you know what? I'm looking at this. It's hard to see from here. Understand, because my screen is of a higher visual quality than Twitch is representing. I can see a little smirk on his face. He's got a little, he's smiling over there. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying being entrusted with the immense station afforded him by the main healer role. This is good for him. Aight.
Wow, what do we have here? Ding, 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 ding. We have the winner.
This is just how this is. He did say that he doesn't mind being swapped out if there is a healer, like an actual healer available. Which is very nice. 100%. But there would have to be an actual healer available for that to be a thing. He's thinking he could be stress-free in a white mage or a black mage burn. But you don't play Final Fantasy 11 to experience stress-free, do ya? This game, for as much a reason as any other, is about experiencing the duality of man. It's about being a little person, about being a little Taru person, in a world that is trying to take you down at every opportunity, and you say no. I will not participate in being oppressed. I will be a summoner in a main healer capacity, and there's nobody to stop me but Altana herself. And if that ain't the most powerful shit that you've ever heard or felt, then you're dead inside, my friend. And you should go get counseling.
No, 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 no.
He loves it. Oh, these little parries, dude, that I'm doing here. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Are you eating my roast pork sandwich chips? Wife? Okay. I'm gonna say. I'm going to say it was my roast pork sandwich flavored chips. Where are they? I need them. Ah! Am I closer? Where did I put the chips? Wife? Can you please give me my chips? Wife? Do you see where my chips are? Where's right behind me? Can you grab the bag? I can't. Because it's gonna break everything if I do, just trust me. It's so dangerous, man. It's because of the capture software, and like people are I'm trying to do stuff for people in game, and like I got a job and it's very important. Can you do me this one favor? Oh, thank you so much. Can you do me another favor? Can you please? No, you didn't even hear what it was. Can you please take the clip off and then put a requisite number of chips in my mouth that are not too big or too small? Wife? I know you can hear me. I'm being oppressed. Fine, I'll open my own bag of chips. can't believe this, dude. Wait, you're playing with Kamikaze, my cooking nemesis? Kamikaze is cool people. It's honestly staggering how much progress he's actually made since I first met him. I was like one of the first people that invited him to parties, I think. And then Q, not even like 2-3 months later, he's like walking around casually in endgame gear. And I'm like, God, I wish that were me. And very lucky dodges there. Welcome back. All right, to avoid chip ASMR, I'm gonna open up the bag of chips under the desk. And then I'm going to take a potato chip and then eat it in a Death Note-like fashion. Ugh. Let me just sneak attack here. We should honestly use sneak attack whenever it's up. Oh my god. Oh my god. He has all 75s? What the fuck? That's insane. I'm gonna independently verify this. I believe you, but like... There's no way. There's gotta be like some that he hasn't done. Exaggerations? Okay. But a lot. Probably more than whatever it is that I'm predicting. I mean, I've been playing this server for 4 months, question mark. And I've been dumping about maybe 3 or 4 hours into it every other day since then. And I have 175. Hang on. I'm gonna check the after I do the skill chain. And then we'll use sneak attack here. And stab it right in the tuchus. Alright, there should be enough HP here for me to do my research. Horizon.com players Kamikaze crash. Holy shit. He almost has Beastmaster to 75 too. Nin 60. My god. We should be able to get skill chain 6 on this. Or not skill chain 6. Imagine dragons. Do I have hideout? I don't. But that is an insane amount of progress. Like he started playing like 3.5 months ago, man. What the fuck? Criminy Christmas. Alright, send me. 22 seconds to kill this thing. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it. Maybe. 5 seconds. Has to die in 5 seconds. No, it's not gonna be chain 6. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's grab another one. Pew. So I was thinking, did it hurt? Shut up. I was thinking, trying to make samurai tanking work, but the only part of the equation that I haven't sussed out is how do you keep like hate sustain up? It's like with Paladin, you have cures and a bunch of other abilities, right, to keep hate on you. Like I don't know if it would be sufficient for you to have like provoke and then be able to keep hate like into or after like the 70s. Stop moving. You're fucking kidding me, dude. Pull, please. Thank you. Lucky defense down. I love that for us. Can a chipologist in chat please tell me how they were able to get, like, take like whole roast pork sandwiches and compress them into a chip form and sell them like that? Like, I thought that you could only make potato chips out of like different veggies and like potatoes, right? I didn't think that it was a thing that you could take like an actual roast pork sandwich and turn it into a chip. Don't even sit there and try to tell me that they can just use a chemistry lab to simulate a roast pork type flavor. It's basically magic, dude. I am gonna pull this just from the other side. It's like, it makes no sense. Like, how do you put like random liquids together into like a bunch of beakers and have like science nerds turn that into a chip? Like, at what point does the chipness happen? You know? That's a shame. It turned around. The least opportune moment. So does anybody play like any other classic like MMO servers other than Horizon? No, I'm not talking about Final Fantasy 11. Giving some time to rest after this. I know that there's other very successful private servers that are out there for other games, like Warhammer Online has one. Isn't it called like Return to Reckoning or something? There's also Star Wars Galaxy, which I never, or Galaxies, that I never experienced personally, but I've heard literally nothing but good things about, up until they introduced Jedi to the game. And originally it was like a super secret process on how to get it, which makes sense because you don't want everyone becoming a Jedi, which is what happened after apparently corporate started to get upset that the game wasn't printing money fast enough. And they were like, no, just tell people how to get access to the Jedi. And then everybody became a Jedi. And then it became like, no, for one, being a Jedi was no longer special, but two, it kind of took you out of the universe when like you couldn't walk 10 feet without being part of like a rave or something of like random colored like lightsabers. So I imagine that any Star Wars Galaxy private server worth its salt is going to have it be as close to those changes as I can get it. I would be interested in playing that, to be honest with you, especially because it would be literally new content for me. You're good, John. Trying to find a healer that somehow doesn't get scooped up instantly into a burn. Alright, let's do our job. Did you play Star Wars Galaxies before those changes? I'm assuming that you did, based off the way that you worded it. But apparently it was like a sandbox enjoyer's dream, right? Because you could do anything. Like it sounds almost mystical when you look up like 2023 reviews of like Star Wars Galaxies, like private servers or like historical documentary style videos on like the life cycle that Star Wars Galaxies went through. Just very interesting. Like apparently it was a thing that you could be like a dancer job, and not Final Fantasy 11 type dancer, but like your job would be to more or less like chill out in pubs and have it be like Second Life with like RPG mechanics where people would come to you and then pay you, and then you would have like exclusive buffs that you could give them. Like the functional equivalent to eating food and Monster Hunter. Like if you were missing a buff, you would go to like a pub and there would be a real player there that would then do a dance emote and give you like, I don't know, what, like 10% extra experience points for like an hour or something. Smugglers would cut weapons and stuff. All right, we have hide back up, so we'll use it here. It's turned away from me, so I should have used the non-hide variant of the setup, but that's just how it goes. Let's grab another guy, and then after we get this raptor into circulation, we will do another pass, another radar search for another healer, and if we can, we will move up the sky. It seems like everyone else is still relatively on board. 62, let's just do 62, that's fine. 62 to 73, invite. There's another summoner, Lamel. Ooh, and there's a bard too, called Dank Buds. No, sadly, the only main healer out there is a summoner. Make towns in the middle of nowhere and stuff? Really? Like there was player constructed housing? I didn't know that. I thought that players could pick up... I'm starting to get real interested here. A little bit dangerous. Already formulating in the old synthetic skin dome. Oh, we got experience chain 6. That's pretty exciting. I thought it was just like furniture and stuff. I didn't realize that you could actually build houses. What's the limitation on that? Or maybe there's not. Maybe there wasn't a limitation. I'm gonna make a note for myself. To-do. Look up SWG private servers. Make a city hall, then other people can build there too. Okay, so it's like you put down like a foundational building and that claims like a certain amount of space around it. I'm assuming based off of your description, or maybe something approximate. These chips are so good, it's very dangerous. I have been paralyzed. Yep, that's the hope. But healers don't seem to exist. I played that more than Final Fantasy 11 back then. I didn't get a 75 until Treasures of Ottergon. I think that was the case for me too. I do remember getting a 75 well, oh my god, that sentence was going to get butchered. I do remember getting a 75 in retail, but my first pass on retail on Final Fantasy 11, I did not take the game seriously, literally at all, and I was very bad at it. You might ask reasonably, how can you be bad at Final Fantasy 11? For one, I mained Dark Knight, and I didn't eat any food, and I didn't wear any accuracy gear. Because, like, my thought process was, why would I wear accuracy gear when it's so expensive when I could just wear literally anything else instead? I also didn't want to wear anything different because I was like, I have my Dark Knight artifact armor that I worked so hard for, and it looks so awesome, and I didn't want to look like a clown. I don't want to look like a clown with a bunch of not matching pieces. So I'll just wear my Dark Knight AF to 75. And I was like, why would I waste money on food? Because food can just go away, so I'm literally just burning money for stats. I feel very bad for anybody that that was in my parties back then, dude. It was hella cursed. The way I approached the game back then was extremely cursed. Eden, I actually tried to try hard in. The other private server that this one more or less cannibalized. I loved Eden. I do think that it's a shame that the server numbers have dropped dramatically for Eden, and I don't anticipate that they're ever going to recover, to be honest with you. But it was a good server run by people that genuinely care and still do. But I got Blue Mage on there. I was doing really well for myself. Horizon came around and was like, hold my beer, scooped up players from all across the different private servers into one, which actually I think is what my preference is. I'm not happy, understand. I don't find enjoyment in knowing that other private servers that people have spent an inordinate amount of time on, myself included, has more or less been like cannibalized into a single one. But I do think that for the population of any single server to be sustainable, they have to have consistent access to a wide variety of players that are on in like every different time zone, because you can't play this game without other people, which is like the blessing and the curse of it, right? You need other people to do anything in this game. And like you could kind of be like, yeah, what about Beastmaster? But Beastmaster can't do literally all content by themselves. And I'm not going to bring up like poop schedulers who could make themselves do that. That's like that's not like a normal example. I mean, to conventionally do anything in this game, you need at least some number of other people. Poop schedulers are not. So case in point, the fact that I can wake up 6 months, or now eight months, almost 8 months, a full 8 months after Horizon launched, and seeing like 2,000 plus people on a like a weekday, like a freaking school night, is amazing. There's no other descriptor for it. Eden at its prime, I think, outside of like the server launch, mind you, I mean like the prime after the honeymoon period settled in, was like 1,200 people, like at like max, and that was considered like amazing to see that many people on at one time. So like seeing 2,000 plus people, 2,500 on like weekends, is bananas and great. I do think that the efficacy of burn camps is problematic in some respect. I don't know if there's like, I don't think that there's even a real way, like any kind of mechanism that you can implement that could encourage people to play certain jobs. You know, kind of like how Final Fantasy XIV, if like the dungeon roulette, giving some time for NP, keeping searching for healers, see all 60, 73 inv, red mage, hello, Do you have Sky? If so, and interested, level sync 63 party Sky. We'll see if this guy is interested. There's no mechanic like in the Final Fantasy 14 duty roulette, where it's like if you're a certain job or queue as a certain job, then you get like you fill a certain role that's needed, then you get like an experience points bonus or something, some kind of extra reward. I don't think there's any way reasonably to build that into the framework of Final Fantasy 11, for sure. But I do think that yeah, there's no way to do it. There's no way to do it because you can't. Like, the game doesn't know mechanically that you're trying to go for, like, a traditional party or, like a cure party. So, like, maybe if it sees that there's, like... And by it, I mean the server sees that there's, like, a certain number of white mages and red mages, and it classifies them as, like, a main healer role, and there's, like, an insufficient number that are looking between XYZ level ranges, and it gives them a possible... experience points increase. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you would swing that, but that would be the idea. This red mage has flagged up and then immediately went AFK. If I was a red mage at any level, but especially after 40, I would just sit at my computer. I do anyway, mind you. I'll just sit at my computer and naturally assume that I'm going to get a party invite within about 30 seconds. Yes, please. All right, we'll meet you up there. Last boss, a red mage is up to partying. We can all move to Sky if we all have access. I know John doesn't, but he mentioned being okay sitting out. Is everyone okay on time? Oh, I didn't realize that the little Taro was in front of me. What the? What happened? Who left? Somebody DC? Oh, Kami DC'd. Gotcha. Oh, it was Kami. You'll be right back. All right, we can head up to Sky. John, thank you for being a Ginyu. All right, take care, Chrono. Let us level sync off. Fighting in a sec. Right, let's grab Viz. See all Viz. It would help if I could spell. See all Viz. Vizarn. The Viz-Ussie got me wildin'. Okay, well, thank you for party. Cannot follow you guys, this guy. Sorry, John. Thank you. Hello, Viz. I'll dive. Viz? Okay, we're gonna go back to VPN mode because we're no longer engaged in Mortal Kombat with local fauna. Alright, thank you, Taco. Oh, man. Good. Drink me some Snapple real quick. I know you guys won't mind. Do you want some? NRP gestures my thermos towards you. You can have some if you want. And I am not trying to drug you. You just saw me take a drink. Not this time. Red mage for me, right? Viz is gonna RDM. If you're still okay with that. Let's see, all Kami. Kami is not back online yet, which is fine. Let's go to Sky. Yep. If you're cool. Yep, if that's fine.
Tortured and reclusive.
Thank you,
This man
Reddish
is more
Guardsman,
dangerous than he seems.
for following 1,000 pogs upon your house. May your pogs blot out the sun. It seems that Alora is displeased with being asked to continue to tank. Which is fine. I can understand that. They originally started seeking on Red Mage, but they did also tell me that they were okay in equal measure playing Paladin as much as they were Red Mage. So that is the frame of mind that I am operating off of. I wanted to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, view, chat, bots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. Incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it off. Customize. Go to dogehype.com. If you're a real individual, Reddish, I am so sorry that you're tasked with this line of this line of work, this responsibility. I have to ban you, my friend. I'm sorry, Reddish Guardsman. Rip. Can we F in chat for that guy who may or may not be a bot? He's probably only doing his job. And yet he must be destroyed for trying to solicit. I don't even know what that was. What was he trying to sell, man? I would take the dick guy over that. At least the dick guy has good art. Although the dick guy doesn't like my channel for some reason. Maybe because he knows that I'll accept him who he is at his core. It's a reasonable assumption. See, oh, Kami. Kami is there. Welcome back, Kami. We're going to Sky. As soon as there he is. See all. Now, who did we lose? Was it the samurai? I'm assuming it was a samurai. See all. 63, 73 end. Area all fishermen, no thanks. I would hope not. You're a ranger. Please do me a favor, chat, and literally never ask a ranger to pull. It seems like they would be a natural fit for pulling. Hello, Sky Party. You need it. 63. 63. Okay, I'll just send that. It's like if you don't know, if you're not familiar, whoever is doing the initial pulling, in addition to whatever threat damage that they do, they have like an inbuilt hate spike that's associated with whatever the first instance of damage it receives, you know, against whatever caused the point of damage. So if it's a ranger who is designed to do as much damage as humanly possible on what is ostensibly their basic attack, which is ranged attacks, they do basically like a provoke 2 to themselves, and it is hell trying to pull off of them. Oh boy, promotional offer. I'm sure that the person that was behind it, if it was human, was very nice and are literally only doing their job. See all Junon. And it's an unenviable position for them to be in. The only thing I could think of, like in there, it's kind of like a commercial for pants, and that you don't really know that it's a commercial for pants until the very end. But I couldn't even tell based off of his paragraph what it was he was trying to sell. It was something to the effect of, do you want more followers? Which is yes. Do you want more like people supporting your channel? Also yes, obviously. And do you something about a panel? Like maybe he was selling me like a customizable panel that was supposed to increase engagement TM. It was like dogehype.com, not sponsored. Bots? Yeah. I mean, a human had to put that... You had to get that going. I'm sure that they, you know, the people are not above outsourcing, having somebody go to as many channels of like a certain description that their bean counters tell them may or may not be willing to subject themselves to, you know, a site that definitely is not going to try to steal your information at the very first available opportunity. Like if I get, so I haven't had many bots like that, right? But if I'm getting bots, why does the PS guy want to hang out with me? Huh?
Wow, congratulations!
Is it because I don't have a big booby avatar? Is that why? Because I can change, I can adapt. I've seen some pretty insanely large bazongas on like VTubers before, like gratuitously large, like truly ridiculously large. Like I forget which VTuber it was that I saw, but they were like, it was like a rabbit themed VTuber, and there had to be at least like Z cups, dude. I'm not kidding. Very highly detailed, mind you. Like, I know that you gotta kind of smoke them if you got them sometimes, and it was very clear that whatever artist worked on that particular person's VTuber avatar was definitely into what they were doing, for sure. And is it also true that during the first hot tub stream that I did, which was real, you can look in the VODs, I think it's like number 57 question mark. Everything, all VODs that I have are saved as highlights, so they should allegedly be online forever. But like I had like water balloon boobs, and like that stream did extremely well. It was definitely one of the most watched streams that I've had to date. So perhaps there is something to it. I don't think I'm quite ready to cross that threshold of doing like a VTuber, you know, refresh reveal where it's like this character, but they have like size ZZZ bazonkers that take up like that are each individually like the size of my chest. That's crazy. It's just food for thought, man. It's just food for thought. I'm just thinking out loud. Is it normal for the lights in this place to be like pink like this? It's not a full moon. That's right. It's probably just because it's nighttime. That makes sense to me. I'm going to have to do everything in my power to remember that there is a method once you get to COP like 8+ or something, so you can take clear chips and put them into like the promi areas, like that lobby area, before you actually go into the promis themselves, in order to have like an instant transmission-esque access to Sky. You know what I'm talking about? Like the crags, and you go into like the lobby area, and people apparently have one in each crag, like a clear chip. That way, like if you you're not supposed to use it more than once, like to teleport to go to Sky instantly through one of the crags, because it has a chance that it's gonna break that increases if you keep using the crag over and over again. But who's to say? I don't know. I'm not a crag expert. You know,
that's what I look forward to, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna do a show, and I'm gonna watch anime, yeah!
So nobody said that they had an issue in terms of time, and I sure hope not. Oh wow, the Paladin's sub job is underleveled. That's okay. That's fine. Unlike a number of people, I don't actually have an issue, or very much of an issue, as long as it's not particularly egregious. with people's sub jobs being slightly underleveled, if they can fulfill the main capacity of their job and they know what buttons to press in what order according to what things are happening, that's all I ever want, honestly. There was one party that I do remember having in the basement of Garledge Citadel where I invited a Dragoon who was not very good. So maybe that was like should have been my first clue. But I did not realize that they had this underleveled sub job. And like the white mage found out and just started ripping into the dude as hard as they could. And I thought it was like, you know, I thought it was theatrics, like they were memeing or something. But it became very clear very fast that this white mage decided to... And this white mage seemed stable up until that point, okay? Like there was no warning sign that there was like a toxic psychopath underneath. But she just out of the blue said, "I'm not partying with this person." And I was like, "Do you have some kind of like bad blood between you?" And they were like, "No, just look at their sub job. I'm not partying with this person. I'm not wasting my time." I'm like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" If they hit the monster with the pointy end and they do relatively the requisite amount of damage expected out of their job, who cares? It should not matter. And it didn't matter. Now, granted, the same Dragoon, about half an hour into the party, was informed that we were planning on like breaking up in about like an hour or so, and he was like a replacement from somebody else. And upon being informed that we were planning on partying, from his perspective, less than 2 hours, he instantly disbanded. And I said, "Are you okay? What's wrong?" And he said that he just wanted a party that was gonna last longer. And I was like, where did these people come from, dude? Why are they like this?
They all know it.
Just play the game. Just play the game. Just play it. Okay? Just do it. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. If your job is to bard, then you bard. If you're red mage, you red mage. And if you're a thief, you sit for hours not getting a party. Like, this is just how the game is. It's just how it is sometimes, bruh. Criminy Christmas on a cracker. I'm glad they don't, but why is it that the groundskeepers that are just walking around do not aggro, when the ones that are in the little alcoves do? Do we know that? Is there an explanation? Wait, Soren. I did not activate the little teleporter over there, but I should be able to use this one to warp to the dark side. Even though I feel myself getting there already. The implication being that I'm losing my mind. No, I assure you I am very well adjusted. Ask anyone, they'll tell you the same thing. See all insert level range invite. Yep, all thieves. True, it's so true. It's because it's such a rewarding job that anyone in their right mind that can sit there for hours is of course willing to do so. This should be good. Camp is position, dark, place. Also, Pathrider, welcome, first time chatter. I hope that you are having a great or at least above average Saturday. If there is anything that I can do to make your stay temporary or otherwise here as pleasant as humanly possible, please let me know. I live to serve. Pogs primarily, but you know, there's also light refreshments that are available for free to all aspiring followers. All we have right now is Sprite. If you do not like Sprite, I cannot help you. Okay, everyone else took advantage of the fact that we're basically like one of those waiting rooms. And we're like one of those waiting rooms in like car dealerships, all right? And they just took all the orange. So there's no more orange soda. Okay, you can keep asking as often as you feel you need to, but it's not going to make the orange soda resupply get here any faster. Oh, I'm broken, apparently. Apparently I'm so... Hang on. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Give me a second. How did that happen? Why would that happen? All right, camera off, and then set tracking quality to level 3. Because for some reason this fixes it. Okay. I would like you to load my personage. Okay, it doesn't want to do it at level 3. Mind you, my computer should be able to handle it at any level, as it's deciding not to. What about this? You like this? Is this what you want, computer? Calibration? No? Is it because my emulator is up? Is it too powerful? Is it making you upset? Camera off? Okay, tracking quality 1. Camera on. Is this dumpster level? Calibrate? Okay, what if I just close down the entire client? Oh, now that you ask, can I get cookies? What about black cherry soda? It's supposed to be coming tomorrow. So you're gonna have to wait until Monday, probably, which is gonna be the next time they stream, to get the black cherry soda. But we do have cookies. I hope that you enjoy chocolate wafers, even though they're getting prohibitively expensive at your local grocery chain. Why would my thing not work now? That makes no sense. Calibrating. We're gonna have to try an array of increasingly psychotic measures to try to get my representation, my visual, back on screen. Dark place. Yep. Oh, let me see where everyone else is. All right, everyone's still spread out, so we have time. Boston, I don't know what to tell you. You get this shit for free. You could drink, like, you honestly should not drink as much black cherry soda when it is available in the Stoic Nation break room. I don't know what happens to the human body after you've consumed nothing but grape soda as your first and foremost form of hydration. What is happening with my my shit right now, dude? It just decided to break. All right, what if I do this? What if I get weird with it? There we go. And I can set it to tracking level 0. But that is like basically like banging sticks and rocks together to get the program to perform the way that it's supposed to. It's set for GPU priority. Calibrate. Camera off. Tracking quality 0. Engage. Oh yeah, dude, it fucking loves that. Oh, it's so spazzy, dude. I don't think I just okay, let's How's this? You like this? Is this good? Do you like this? I like this. This is tracking level 0. It can I'm okay. This is normal. This type of vibration is just what my people do occasionally in order to, you know, as we're compiling new information. Okay, let's not have it at level 0. How about that? It has to be. Let's do tracking level 1 is stable. If it even allows it. Dude, what is happening with this? This might have to be like a no cam stream for a bit until I can get it to sort its shit out. That's all I can tell you. Let me see if people are closer now. Alright, the whole party is here, man. Might just have to roll with what we got. Yeah, I had to tracking quality 2, maybe. More accurate than level 1. Sometimes it just decides like to wake up and choose violence. I'll reboot the program one more time because people are still technically filtering in. Alright, Lawrence and friends are here. Kamikaze. And then we'll eat our food. And Usu Ichi up. Alrighty. I mean, you know, sometimes this is what stoicism is, man. It's just adapting to your circumstances as they come about. If ready, / even if it makes no sense mechanically, that'd just be how it be sometimes. I'm gonna leave my camera off for a bit to let it make peace with whatever mechanical gods that it's taken umbrage with. All right, Kami and Juno. Kami, Juno. Okay, they're all good, so I'm gonna pull. I mean, it's kind of like a return to form, right? This is how videos were in like early 2000s YouTube. Like nobody had like face cams on, and if they were, it was like 144p, like 15 frames per second. Video game BPM. I stab, I jab. And then let me try to unfuck my software. Let's see. Is it feeling like it's willing to participate now? I'm just gonna leave it doing whatever it is that it's doing or thinking of doing right now. It has literally no image whatsoever. And I'm not going to admin panel take a look at it and like end any processes that might be related to it, because that's going to close down Final Fantasy 11 immediately, and that would be bad. We'll just keep using Sneak Attack whenever it's up. It seems prudent to me. Like it's acting like it's doing something with my camera, but it's not telling me what it's doing. It's just showing me like it's just showing that there's literally no tracking happening, even though it's allegedly using my camera to do the thing. I'm gonna use my trick attack, Dancing Edge, whenever there's an opportunity from the ranger to hit something, which should be anytime now. Although I am kind of like I'm like overflowing on TP a little bit. I'll probably just use my weapon skill whenever I get over 2k TP if the ranger is not extremely close. Oh, that's right. I can level off of these. That's true. I'm not capped here. I almost forgot. I'm a fool. And a varlet and a charlatan. Okay, immediately already far smoother than what we were experiencing before. I do understand and appreciate why bird camps are prioritized. I just wish that there were other camps out in the universe that were maybe as easy as these ones. Like, I don't know. Like, there's no real good way to like make like to bring up other camps up to the level that birds are, right? Like, if you can do a bird party, you feel kind of bad for not doing a bird party. All right, they sidewindered, so we're going to Dancing Edge. I'm gonna grab another Flamingo. It gives off the same, like, headspace, or gives the same headspace as, like, Colibri parties did in, like, Treasures of Ottergon, and that you... Like, a lot of Treasures of Ottergon camps were interesting or worthwhile for their own reasons. But, like, if you could fight Colibri, you had the option to. Pretty much from, like, 55 all the way up to Merit parties, actually. Just a moment, I lost my caster arrow. No problem. I don't know what caster arrow is. I'm assuming it's a special arrow that they use with that one ability they have that lets them expend like an ammo without actually using it for things like the Iron Musketeer's arrow and shit like that. Like arrows that are special, that are like rare EX that can be shot and be gone forever. I don't know if those things can be scavenged or not. The world may never know. Alright, we'll just use the Ranger, for better or worse, does not seem to be very accurate. I mean, obviously the answer is worse, but you were thinking it. I just said it. I would like to shoot the bird. Thank you. So, like, I fully expected the TP of the Ranger to line up with mine pretty quickly, and that is not the case. I don't know what their accuracy is. Mine should be at or above 90%. I'm not running a parser right now, but that's about where it should be. With Squid Sushi and all the various accuracy gear that I'm wearing right now, I'm being mindful that it never seems to go over 95%, because then it's just wasted accuracy that could be segued, so to speak, into attack gear. Or if I have too much accuracy equipment, oh my god, freaking got 1,000. Just a quick, simple 1,000 damage Sidewinder right there. Flamingo me. Oh, it's been a while since I heard this song. I'm glad it's here. Alright, Capture Software, are you here? Are you willing to play? There you go, sneak attack up and everything. And let's just use Seta on Flora. I'll have to decide for myself if it's worth waiting for the Ranger every time. Like, in terms of damage, it is. But it feels not great to have my stuff not on cooldown all the time. So maybe it is worth it in the long run to just weapon skill whenever I can. in this specific circumstance. Pretty much at 50%, I have to go and grab another bird. We're towards the final stages of the honeymoon period, where I can kind of like tell the threshold that the party operates at. Yeah, see? Congratulations, Alora69, very nice. Alright, are you behaving? Ooh, it looks like it is. Very exciting for it to do its basic function. All I have to do is just not do anything to piss it off. Hey everybody, it's back. I'm back.
Rockin' stove!
Boy Slim Thick, Skinny Legend got me quaking.
Yes, I am growing stronger. Yes, yes, I am growing very
I'm ready,
strong.
send it. Send the Sidewinder. Alright, then we'll refresh shadows. I don't know why the VTube Studio software does anything like that. Also, I'm gonna ask you guys, like, if you care to, do not feel obligated, because the world's your oyster near the pearl. But if you would do me a kindness, and if you're actively watching my stream when it happens, which is a silly question because of course you are, if you see buffering, like hard buffering, like the stream just stops operating, or especially if it disconnects, please let me know. I'm at the end of like a months-long fight with my ISP to get them to do what I pay them for, month after month without fail, and keep my connection stable. Like, I'm not expecting the world here. I pay good American Uncle Sam dollars to make sure that my, you know, streaming experience is as high quality as I can possibly feasibly make it. Swapped out my modem 3 times. Purchased a gamer router that has a gamer port that I hooked my gamer computer into. I have like a 40 meg, up to 40 megabytes, but like with the speed test it's like 37, which is still very close to what you would want. Upload speed. So there should definitely be no struggling of any description on that front. Like, it should just do it. Like, it should just do the thing. Frick this bird, dude. I am also a relentless consumer of constructive criticism. So if there's anything that you would like to see changed, or any improvements or suggestions that you have, please let me know at any time. An example would be, like, if the music is too loud or too soft, or I am too loud or too soft, or Yo Mama is too loud or too soft. Freaking got him, dude. You just let me know. Alright, we're at the 2,000 mark for our TP. We have to start spending. We'll take the opportunity to, on this next bird, to try to force as much enmity into the little paladin as we can possibly make happen. That sentence almost went nowhere for a second. Alright, I'm gonna actually wait for the ranger to do stuff. That seems feasible. I think I've got the audio balance just right, and that nothing is too loud or too soft, or problematic in some other way that I'm not thinking of. Go ahead. Slam it. No! Don't move! Why, dude? No, Laura, please. Please, I have all my shit. Oh, no, please. No, it wasted it. Oh, no. Oh no.
No. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who
My
loves berries
hide,
and
dude.
cream.
My hide, Santa. Where does it go? Give it back to me. Oh, where's my soundbite, dude? Anime sad time. Can you refresh my shadows? It's all falling apart, dude.
What's an anime?
All right, let's put some shadows on, shall we? Seems good. And we're still not past the point where like the XP an hour is getting to its final value, but it's saying that we're probably above 12k or around 12k is my guess. My personal prediction is that we're going to be sitting at around 11,000 an hour after like 30 minutes or something like that. Assuming I keep pressing all the right buttons. All right, Alora. All right, Alora. Go get him. Go get him, Alora. Just in time to make sure everyone in the party gets Cyclone. Giving party a minute. Oh, this is good though, dude. Everyone's used every part of the buffalo in terms of their MP. Oh, okay. So let's set a prediction. / prediction. Start prediction. And deal with this incredibly large. Hang on. Previous predictions. Will Stoic break his model drinking coffee? Yes, no, I don't know, Lamau. Okay, so when my capture software decides to choose violence, I can get it to behave the way that it has now just by random fucking around in the settings. Okay, but if I do anything that confuses any part of my face as far as the camera is concerned, there's a very high chance it's gonna bug out. All right, I'm talking about like neck snapping, spontaneous spine explosion, that type of thing. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna take a drink now and see if it breaks my model. Yo, it didn't. Prediction. The answer was no, dude. Prediction is no. How exciting is that? Everyone has MP back. It's time to get back on that grind. I will say that I respect people that are Taru. I don't know how they can stand being so physically close to the ground, though. And it seems like I'm making some kind of joke there. I can assure you I'm not. The very first time that I picked up my PS2 controller, booted up Final Fantasy XI after like the 11 to 12 hours of patches it needed to do and installs, I was like, what race am I going to be? And I thought that I wanted to be a Taru at first, and then I started playing as one, and I could not get over the fact that where my camera was situated felt like twice as low to the ground that it should have, which is true because that's where their head is. But it spurred in me some kind of weird reverse vertigo type feeling where I was like, I am way too close to the ground and there's nothing I can do about it. And I couldn't play Taru for that reason. If that sounds psychotic, or if I have like if I have like a kindred spirit on that front, you can let me know yourself. When you're not getting sponsorship suggestions for Star Trek Fleet Command on the mobile phone, which is what happened to me today. I had a sponsorship suggestion that I could earn up to, mind you, not exactly, but up to like $400 to do a sponsorship thing for like a Star Trek mobile game. And to be honest with you, I'm a fan of Star Trek. I'm not like a Star Trek head. I'm not a Star Trek stan, right? I'm not a Star Trek alpha, but I do enjoy me some 7 of 9 from Star Trek Voyager, if you know what I'm saying. And so I looked into it, and it prefaced that that it only applies to getting people to sign up and play. Like the terms of like the payment was conditional on me getting people that were watching to sign up for an account and then play to a certain point in the story. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't mind playing a little bit of Star Trek, like just to see what how the sponsorship experience is. And then I read the part of like the fine print that was like, this only applies if you're playing on mobile. And I'm like, I don't have my setup rigged to do that for my Android phone, and it just felt like it would be bad. Like it occurred to me after the fact, after I turned it down. I was like, maybe like I could play Google Play on my computer and have that be the basis for me. I already turned it down, so it doesn't matter now, but I don't know. I all I could think of was that I wasn't set up to do it. I had a limited time to respond to the sponsorship offer. I didn't want to play on my phone. I didn't know any immediate mechanism to play on my computer, and it was because, like, why don't I get sponsorship
and reclusive
requests?
This man is more dangerous than he seems.
Thank you, Arco Degar. I'll just call you Arco. Or R-Dogs. Do you mind if I call you R-Dogs? If you do, let me know at any point. So like I was saying, R-Dogs, I was just thinking to myself, like, why can't I get like sponsorship requests for like games on the PC? Like even bad ones. I'll play a bad PC game. I just don't want to play anything on my phone. If I do, I'm going to be playing on the, on the comfort of my non-streaming. I mean, it definitely seemed like it was structured better than the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship that I got when I was like 10 followers into Twitch or something like that. And they were like, hey, we'll give you $80 if you functionally turn your stream into like a Raid Shadow Legends channel. I'm talking about like full-on overlay, like changes and like basically theming all of your panels temporarily as like Raid Shadow Legends channels. And I was like, I'm like an ultra small, unproven element of Twitch, and it's nice and all that you give me like $80 just to do that, right? Well, there were conditions. Like I had to successfully trick or convince people into playing Raid Shadow Legends. So like that was the other half of like the requirements, but I was like, I don't want people coming to my channel and thinking that I'm like a Raid Shadow Legends channel when I'm not. I'm a variety asterisk. I'm a variety streamer that plays, as of writing, almost exclusively Final Fantasy XI on a private server. Now, granted, I have expounded a little bit. I don't know if that's the right word, but we're gonna roll with it for now. I have expanded my horizons, no pun intended, to include an intra-game player for about like an hour or so of each stream that I've been doing while waiting for like party invites and people to group together and stuff like that. And people seem to legitimately enjoy that. Or at least they did last time that a poll was run asking explicitly, do you enjoy it when I do this? And we've successfully gotten through like 12 hours of Xenosaga. So, you can hear Final Fantasy XI sound effects going on while, I'm having Cosmos run around Mega Manning everyone in sight. Arco or R-Dogs is fine. I hope that you are having a great Saturday, Arco. Sincerely. I'm not just obligated to say that because I'm your streamer. I sincerely mean it. And if you are not having a great Saturday, whatever your personal description of great is, I hope it becomes that way, and that your enemies are destroyed in spectacular fashion, preferably in front of your eyes and by your own means in Minecraft. Tomain says free money. It's true, but I didn't want to play on mobile. If they were like, you can qualify for this, I'm just gonna use Dancing Edge here. It's fine. If I could use like a PC client, kind of like how Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact have their own PC clients through Epic Game Store for some reason. The Red Mage is lore walking around. Do you not have phones? It's true, dude. And I do have a phone that would run it fine, but like, the only way I could feasibly get that to work and be able to feel fine with myself is if I could get like Google Play to work. If it even is on Google Play, I don't even know. Also, hello Sparkles. I do not know if you are here. I know that you are lurking at the moment, which is fine. As long as you're happy, that's ultimately what I care about. And I will move heaven and earth to ensure that you are and remain so. I thought apparently the Red Mage was not lore walking. They were just, their controller was freaking out. I thought you were lore walking because it looked cool. And granted, it was cool. Assuming that I get a sponsorship offer at some point in the future that does not require me to play off of my phone, or if it is available on PC and they allow the sponsorship to be qualified based off of that, or fulfilled, I guess is the correct assembly of words, I could see myself doing it. I'm trying to make this my full-time thing at some indeterminate point in the future. So like sponsorships have to be part of that, because it's not like I've had amazing support, incredible support, more support than I anticipated myself having from viewers, for sure. But it is no secret that a not small part of streamers that do so, the streaming, I mean, in a part-time or more than part-time capacity, are definitely benefited by sponsorships, which is why, you know, Twitch World more or less fell apart for a few days while Twitch put out their picture book style a graphic breakdown of the fact that they were like, yeah, sponsorships just aren't going to be a thing anymore. Or if they are, we have to approve them and presumably get some kind of cut. And then, you know, XQC left the platform, and what's-her-face, Amaranth, left the platform, and then Asmongold was like, if you guys don't sort your shit out, then I'm just gonna leave. And then Twitch, almost immediately afterward, put out that press release saying, hey, we're sorry that you misunderstood what our rules were, that they were too confusing. So we're gonna put that on ice for a minute. Like, motherfucker, you had a picture book. Somebody worked really hard on that. You're gonna discredit their work like that? It's just, you know, corporations are gonna corporate. But it is nice. It is nice to get like offers now and again. But like, why can't I get like Folgers? Like, I will debase myself in real time if I have to say like once every 2 minutes, you know, boy howdy, because that's like one of my, you know, catchphrases, right? So it's like linking my catchphrase and your enjoyment of me to me consuming Folgers coffee. I could be like, boy howdy, this Folgers coffee do be hitting finna different, because, you know, you have to talk in a Gen Z kind of way to make sure that the kids are on board and start consuming Folgers coffee. This Folgers coffee is great. I'm gonna go get my 6th cup. Like something like that, dude. It doesn't have to be all mobile games. Like the people that make peppermint mocha creamer, whose name completely I do not remember. I do not remember who. Coffee Mate? Yeah, no, that's the one. Coffee Mate that makes my peppermint mocha creamer that I have consumed ad nauseum for what, like 12 years now? Straight, basically. Like, sponsor me, dude. I know there's a Coffee Mate spokesperson in here that's like chopping at the bit, trying to just look for any reason to send me a sponsor. Like, I'm here, dude. Just send me. I don't know what this. I don't know what this ranger is waiting for. But it's already time to grab another flamingi. Let's start trying to apply some defense down on these, shall we? It seems like a good idea. It's pretty amazing to me that I can still dodge semi-reliably, even... We'll sneak attack here. Get some damage off. Let's get some defense downs. Oh, I don't have any food on. Why is your streamer so bad? It's a great question. If you're new to the channel, you like what you've seen and heard so far, smashing that follow button below not only updates you when I'm around, it helps the algorithm find other people who might like this stuff too. All hail the algorithm. You can always decide later if I suck and unfollow. I will not be displeased. I'll just be disappointed in a dad-like way. I just want to make sure that your streaming quality experience is as high as I can possibly make it. Before you make yourself a willing participant in the ruination of my dreams. I hit the follow button and the number went down, working as intended. Tomaine, you just unfollowed. You silly biscuit. This is why your buns are in a state of chronic silliness all the time. Because you just sit there and you make silly bun decisions. Day in and day out. No, I know. I know you're joking. I know you were joking because there's a not small chance that if you were ever to hit that unfollow button, which I guess would just be the same thing as the follow button, that I would send my series of highly trained Biono babes, is what they're called, over to your residence, and they're gonna do a number on you. You know, like they're gonna strap you to a chair and just, and then they're gonna get out like a plate or something and make like scratchy noises on it with like a bread knife and like a fork, and you're gonna ask them to please stop that because it's annoying, and they'll just say no. No, it's bad. You don't want this thing that I'm suggesting. I know it sounded good up until what I just said, but I don't know, maybe what I said also sounds good. I'm ready. Send it. Sidewinder. There you go. No, dude. Oh, it used my TP. Oh, it used my TP on nothing. It used my TP on nothing. There's no way, dude. Oh, man. Just keep sending the birds, dude. Just keep sending the birds. All right, so it looks like we're going to be closer to 9,500, 10K, something like that. We don't have the greatest, or what appears to be the greatest DD mix known to man, which is fine. I mean, it's a real stretch to call Thief a DD. It's like a situational burst DD. I mean, there was a time not too long ago where I was regularly topping parser charts. Basically, that time stops like on a dime at 63 when birds become a thing, which is very sad. It's quite sad. No, you stop, dude. Oh, Laura, please. No, it already used it, dude. Oh, the Sidewinder is too strong. I can't get into a position where I can reliably, unless the Paladin makes sure that they're chilling by the Ranger when the Sidewinder is about to go off, which is bad because that would fuck with their sweet spot as far as like ranged attacks go. Like I have to, it has to be stuck in some kind of TP move animation for me to pull off the stabs. Am I broken again? I didn't even do anything. Oh my god. Alright, time to hide my avatar. I don't know why it's choosing to be like this. I didn't even do anything. Oh my god. It's at level, it's like you're tracking level 2, man. Why? How about level 1? Is level 1 okay? We like level 1. Well, since I can't be sure, yeah, every time that they use Sidewinder, it's going to pull it off. I'm going to have to use Sata whenever there's an opportunity to. Because it's going to move immediately after the Ranger uses Sidewinder. All right, how about this? I'm going to be a PNG tuber. Is that okay with everyone? And then if it decides to recover, then that's fine. I am now a PNG tuber. I'm not going to move my head, so your immersion is going to be broken. But I can't get the server. I can't get the software to behave, man. If it's not my ISP, it's my freaking capture software, dude. Oh my god, I like streaming. It might sound like I don't, but I do like it. Whenever I'm not doing it, I'm thinking about it. Understand that my computer specs are far more powerful than they need to be able to simultaneously run Final Fantasy XI and the capture software that produces my visage to you in real time in front of a live studio audience. If anyone has any questions at any time about any aspect of Final Fantasy XI, I will do my best to let you know if I have the answer. And if I don't, then an approximate idea of what the answer could be, along with possible references. Let's just sneak attack. It's fine. I wish that Raging Rush had some kind of compatibility with Thief. Brain stop for a second. No thoughts, head empty. It's interesting that Raging Rush into Sidewinder does not produce a result when I Dancing Edge afterward. There's so many aspects to like this skill chain system that I still do not get after 1,000 years of playing this game. Rest in pepperonis. Oh, the ranger's not dead. Very good. I'm pretty proud of myself. Maybe prouder than I should be for getting the little Final Fantasy XI chat bar at the bottom left that replaces the actual chat bar in-game to look as though it's part of like the in-game. All I did was put like an overlaid copy of like the texture in place of it, but yeah, no, I'm kind of loving it. Great Axe and Dagger are quite incompatible for some reason, yeah. Also, same thing with hand-to-hand later on, I've noticed, except for like Raging Fists and like Howling Fists and stuff like that. So like, for like 59 levels, there is no compatibility really between Monk and Thief, which is unfortunate. I was gonna say I was gonna hold off on pulling again until I noticed that the red mage has 500 plus MP. I'm itching. That's just sneak attack. It's not gonna make the ranger get their shit pushed in any less. But this is what we got. Oh. It's what we got, fam. I wonder if my prediction for the outsized number of people that are probably going to get into Blue Mage is going to be wrong or not. I do think that for a while, you're going to see Blue Mages fill all the empty spots that are typically reserved for Thieves. As in, like, you're going to do a /C all invite. And instead of there being, like, 50,000 Thieves, there's going to be 50,000 Blues. And probably, like, 40,000 Thieves. Alright, we're gonna try to force as much damage onto the Paladin there. I did need to hide, but I pressed the wrong macro. It still did not matter. The Ranger is still doing a psychotic amount of damage. Just for showing up. Am I capped yet on frickin' marksmanship? Copium? I am not. I need to keep shooting. I'm a fool. I should have started refreshing my shadows. I got a courtesy dodge. Very good call by the Black Mage to sleep like that. That's very helpful. I remember partying as like a paladin for like one of my first initial parties. Sorry, that sentence is going to make sense with the way that I'm going to follow it up. Once I got to 63 and I tried bird partying for the first time, it was one of the best parties I've ever had to date, like 14,000 an hour. But I had never felt so completely ineffective and yet so tryhardy for like 3 hours straight as I did that day. Like, I prided myself. Like, during that time, I prided myself on like not being able to lose hate that often, being able to blow whatever number of cooldowns I felt necessary in order to get, you know, the hate economy off the ground in the way that I needed it. And it became the case that I just like I had my whole world turned upside down in a very, you know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air kind of way, because I was like, there was literally nothing that I could do. Oh yeah, no, that's me. Yeah, no, that's normal. Do you like this? Do you like this, Hugin? Does this do it for you? I could do it kind of I'm like possessed. Hang on, this is gonna help. Watch this. Oh man, it's so fucked up, dude, with the voices too. I'm looking for a rep. The event NM is about to spawn. How is everyone doing on time? MT? Juna needs to peace very soon, and I don't want to grab a rep unless everyone else can give at least an hour. Yeah, my capture software is borked today, dude. It just randomly decided that I wasn't going to participate. Okay, that's normal. There we go. I could see how that would have been very unsettling. Or how it was very unsettling. Alright, we can go when Junon needs to. How much time? Or if Juno wants to peace. That's fine. We can call it here. Thanks everyone for coming out. All right, 15 minutes it is then. Okay, so everyone is good to peace out in about 15 minutes. So let's make it count, baby. How are you doing, Hugin? I hope that your pogs today are as satisfying as they were yesterday or the day prior, and that your pogs will remain ever fulfilling from here on until the end of days. I know that some people were having issues with the Sunbreeze Festival, that the Sunbreeze Festival is being very well handled and it's in extremely good hands. I just know that there seemed to have been an issue with like Mandy's not repopping correctly, like some custom part of the event, which makes sense because, you know, it's like a 20-year-old game getting like reverse engineered for brand new content, so it's hard to get anything like behaving the way that it's supposed to, like right off. But people seem to like it. It seems like it's having a good reception. I mean, just the fact that it's not just like vanilla, here's the original experience, is enormously cool. Just fishing. We've got patches for several Sunbreeze bugs in the pipeline and going out soon. That's awesome. Are there any... And I mean, I know that there are some aspects of Sunbreeze that's supposed to be kept secret, and I respect that, so don't tell me. I've never participated in the Sunbreeze Festival, like in retail or Eden. I know that you can get yukatas, right? Like custom wear, but I don't know what like the benefits of having the yukatas are. Not that there necessarily needs to be for gear. Like the goal is fun, so like if the event is fun, that's all that matters. But like, you know how there's like happy eggs or whatever they're called for like the Easter event where you get like vitality +1, HP +1%, stuff like that. Is there an equivalent for the Sunbreeze Festival that is just common knowledge? It's all mostly cosmetic. One of the swimsuits gets teleport per guile once a day. That seems cool. I could definitely see myself dabbling, if for no other reason than getting that. Because, you know, there's like once every 100 quests, the game wants you to take the 20-minute boat ride. Just gonna quickly pull this. So having a way of getting out there immediately is probably going to be super great. And there's also claiming adjustments, right, that have been made. And whatever respect that means, because, you know, it's very play and find out type stuff. But DA loves it, I'm sure. I'm sure he's had a lot to say about it. I did catch him when he was part of, like, the initial beach landing for the event. Like, World War II style beach landing where, like, 80,000 people came off the boat for the first time. Handy for merit parties too, I guess. That's right, there is merit party stuff out there. That slipped my mind. There's like 70, there's like level 80 to 82 birds that I think I saw out there. Question mark. That I saw parties killing that seem to be merit parties. Alright, go get him. Go get him, Oltaru. The most important thing is that female characters are really cute in it. True. Yeah, man. I mean, you can definitely ratchet up the. I don't know how to say this in a non-TOS way. You could. I was gonna say you could really, you know, ratchet up the hoe factor by like head cannoning the yukata to be like a micro skirt or something. Which Ayame definitely did not do by combining the undies, like the undies from like whatever the sewer area is. I forget what it's called in Tabnasia. The subligar, like the subligars that people farm, along with like the opaline boots. Like Jesus. Kala's gonna look great too. He always looks great. But he's gonna look even better, I'm sure. I'm more of like a heavy plate mail kind of guy, so it's very unlikely that I'll be using it for like style lock food anytime soon. Who knows? Maybe I'll be feeling like a little bit sussy. A little frisky, a little feisty, and I'll slap on like a yukata along with like my dark steel Kira's helmet. Oh, the master, the master of what is it? Style master. The event swimsuits yukatas would look great in a hot tub. Just saying. It's true, man. And I'm gonna have to figure out something because we're like 45% of the way to getting the challenge met. Also, for anybody that listens and cares, the time remaining listed under the challenge in the redeem section, the Hot Tub Stream Challenge 2 Extra Streamy Edition, you could just ignore that. Like, it's gonna say there's X days remaining. I can reset that indefinitely. I wish there was an option to just make it so that there's no timer associated with it. Because I can't imagine that Daddy Bezos is losing out on too many megabytes from having like a pending challenge on my channel be in rotation. But I don't know why you can't just let me turn the timetable off. I'm not trying to FOMO people. So like every few days when I remember to, I just reset the timer on there. Thank you, Hugin. Thank you, Tomain. Thank you, Nerf Gun. Also, welcome, Nerf Gun. 25 days should be far more than is needed, TBH. At this rate, for sure. I do think that for future stream theming challenges, which people do seem to really enjoy, so until, you know, the viewers show me through, you know, a drop in viewership when the stream challenges start happening or continue happening that they don't like it anymore, I'll just keep doing it. I'm gonna come up with some kind of third variation. I just haven't figured out what. Because, like, the hot tub stream thing was by literal demand. Like, people asking me, like, when is the hot tub gonna get brought back? And I was like, I just thought of doing something different every time, but if people really want it, I'll, that's a very good emote. Hard to you too, my friend. I was like, yeah, why not? I had fun with the hot tub stream. I can see that happening again ad nauseum. Could make it a whole Final Fantasy thing where I'm like, everybody, welcome to the Hot Tub Stream 14. The extra streamy edition. But I do want to come up with some kind of like third theme, and I haven't figured it out yet. Like the Yaya theme and the Hot Tub theme were like no-brainers for me, but I have to workshop it. I trust my muse to tell me when it's ready, like what type of insane crap I can theme my stream to. But one change I do definitely want to make is that I don't want the stream points requirement to be higher than like 100,000. I feel like 80,000 or like what was it, 80,085? If you know, you know, is like a good. It's like a good point total to try to like base your thought process around. Because it's just low enough that people aren't going to be able to hit it within the span of a week unless literally every MF is donating to it every stream. But they would have to be keeping my stream up for like literally hours, which some people are. You know, just to get enough points to dump the maximum amount possible into it. Which is good, because you know that's the engagement TM that you would like to see from something like that. Since you're a VTuber, I think you should become a hypersexualized anime girl. I mean, that was not exactly what I was going for with the. Like, I guess you could think of like what you're suggesting as like a hybridization of the Hot Tub stream and the Yaya stream. Right? Where like the Hot Tub stream with like the big boo balloons mixed with the Japanese anime cat cafe made from the Yaya stream. Please don't I parasocialize enough as is? No. So like you do have a good suggestion there. It would basically be like a Hot Tub stream just out of water. I'll play with that thought process a little bit. For sure. I don't know what that would do to my chances to retaining my or obtaining rather possible future Horizon content creator partnership ness with. That wasn't a sentence, dude. I don't know where my brain went on that. This is your brain on Final Fantasy 11. But I could definitely do it for the viewers. The Yaya stream was perfection. Yeah, and I could ratchet it up to 11 for sure. Oops, I dropped my piece of bread. Could make that a redeem. Something like that. If it's like a super specialized theme that I have to do a lot of prep for, I could see me doing like the 1 through 37, 69 point total. I would never make it more than that though. Simple themed streams, and I mean like your mileage may vary if what I've been doing so far could be considered simple. Could be like the 80,000 point ones, and like the more complex stream themes could be like 1 through 37. Oh, that is absolutely everything the Horizon Partner Program is looking for right now. So I'm feeling some kind of like some niche where you just happen to be looking for, you know, the philosopher, robot, man, a Yaya, hot tub demographic. I could see that. I could imagine that there aren't too many people filling that gap right now. It could be me. It could be me. Ayaya.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
What's an anime?
Amazingly, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it just makes sense. The Naruto battle theme gets me content ID'd, so basically if at any point in the extreme future I become monetizable on YouTube, they're not DMCAing me. They're just saying, we recognize this music clip, and so we're gonna give a portion or all of your money to this, you know, copyrighted song owner automatically. Like, I have 2 buttons on here that are dangerous for me to press, or it will be at some point in the future. Right now, it doesn't impact me at all. And because I'm not making any money, it's some kind of, like, gray area or something that's not, like, a DMCA. But, like, I have the Attack on Titan hype mode and the Naruto battle mode, but this... That apparently does not make anybody upset, and I don't know why. Like, is it just... I don't think that's the actual song, though. Is that the actual song? This? If so, that's very surprising to me, because I did not... I don't think it sounds very good. I think it's just a guy, like, singing it. So they're like a very badly compressed version of the song that's going on in the background. Yeah, like a cover. Like, it has to be that. There's no way that that's the original song, so maybe that's why I'm not getting content ID'd for it. It's probably the closest we have to ERP content right now to attract all the Final Fantasy 14 players. I mean, there's got to be some, like, fragmentary portion of the population on that one server that rented out the frickin' billboard to welcome people over to, like, their ERP community. Like, was there any... which is apparently, like, a true thing. Like, somebody rented out, like, a $1,400 billboard saying, we are an ERP community in Final Fantasy 14. Come join us. Winky face with, like, Vieira models all over it. You can Google that shit. That's real. Of course, since you can Google it, of course it's real, but, you know. Do you have that stuff separated so it's not recorded? I believe that's the only way to avoid DMCA while you use it on stream. No, it's not separated at all. I have no copyright strikes, no DMCA strikes at all, anywhere. The only thing that I need to do is go into YouTube and make sure that that specific, like, 7 seconds at most is muted, which is easy enough. It would only affect anyone concerned if I became like a YouTube partner or whatever, and in order for that to happen, I would need 1,000 subscribers, which I'm currently... No, 1,000 minus what? I'm currently 976 people short on YouTube for it to even matter. Last boss 2 for me. All right. Honestly, even if you don't, I would separate it so you don't get one. It's an easy setting on OBS, pretty sure. I'll look into it. I'll write it down. Look into DMCA setting on OBS. I'm extraordinarily careful. I did my research in the beginning to make sure that literally no music or sound effects or whatever that you hear is going to cause like a DMCA strike. The closest that I ever got to willingly being a participant in that is like the 5-second like Attack on Titan hype mode song, right? And I did have those removed for a time, and actually, as a result of this conversation, I'm very likely going to take them off, because when they hit different, they hit different. Like, they are very funny to use, and people like them being used, but it's just not worth having to deal with that stuff in the future, so I'll just have those buttons removed after the fact. That was hilarious, but mostly for the egregious copyright infringement. True. Like the Square Enix had to have taken some kind of umbrage with that, right? I'm gonna look into it. Final Fantasy 14 ERP billboard. All right, thank you everyone. Lot on whatever you want. An up-and-coming Final Fantasy XIV roleplay group decided the best way to bring newcomers to its upcoming summer bash in the MMO game was to advertise, but the simple methods wouldn't do. Instead of shouting in Limsa Lominsa, the Rain nightclub bought a few billboards in Texas, of all places, and California, letting the party-minded Warriors of Light know where to go. Blah, blah, blah. Unless actions harm other users who stand to earn real money, there's often little danger of getting in trouble for bending the rules a bit in Eorzea. What apparently landed Rain in hot water, which is the link shell, with fans was the billboard's selective advertising. The Rain Club offers erotic roleplay services, not uncommon in Final Fantasy XIV, especially on Balmung, unofficially called the game's roleplay server. Those who joined the club's Discord without checking their website were apparently shocked to find NSW channels in the server. Blah, blah, blah. DJ services. And then it just ends. But there's nothing that I'm seeing. Like, there's nothing in here that says that these guys got in trouble for this. It was a meme for... Yeah, I don't see any news here that says, like, Square Enix, like, Nintendo of America, this like shell, and was like cease and desist or be destroyed at every turn. Right? Ads are apparently happening. There was no way I could catch it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh my god. I spent too much time doing research. I posted a billboard to Arctic Legion Discord. Yeah, I'm talking about that one link shell that made a billboard for the ERP event. Oh my god. Alright, while I'm waiting for people to stop being subjected to ads, I'm going to do some research to see where I can send you guys. I think SE didn't do anything because the community already gave them a lot of backlash, so it kind of resolved themselves. Yeah, I mean, it's just... I expected them to be like, okay, lawyer up, or we're gonna... You know, we're gonna take you out. Like, Square Enix may have even seen it as like a weird, like, it's just advertising, like it's weird advertising, but it's free advertising for them. SE has already been strict about sharing ERP stuff on Twitter. All right, we're gonna send you over to... I sent you to Sparkles already. I'm gonna send you over to Solo. If you are somehow not stuck in ad hell right now and you like what you've seen, following the channel has an outsized impact on me. It helps me out a huge amount. It's a simple gesture that has a sincerely huge impact. I'm going to prompt this raid here. Solo Wolf Live. And before they press the button, next stream, Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, your regional equivalent. We're probably going to be doing more thieving. It's just going to be thieving and thieving. Probably, my guess is, for like the next 3 weeks. So I'm going to be real with you. Once it hits 75, then we'll, explore our options together as a community, a unit. But it's going to be that for a bit. So I'm going to press the button. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And then we'll see you on Monday. Goodbye, bye, bye. Have a good one. Bye. See you later. You guys have just the best one ever. Goodbye, bye, bye.